And a very good afternoon and welcome to the Mirboo North Recreation Reserve, where the Tarwin Sharks have just made their way onto the park. All is in readiness thereabouts for the big first elimination final in the Mid-Gippsland Football Netball League. Fish Creek finished third on the ladder, Tarwin 6th. The winner stays in, the loser gets mothballs. Joining me in the call today, Laurie Truck Williams. Welcome, Truck.
Good afternoon, Jeeb. Good afternoon, Sam and Dwayne.
And, of course, we've got Dwayne Reck on special comments.
Yes.
And Special Sam on special stats. Welcome, Sam.
Good afternoon, trendsetters and lovely viewers and expert callers that I'm...
Hello would have been sufficient, Sam. Umpires making their way out onto the park. Got a couple of changes for each of the sides, in particular Fish Creek, who were beaten last week by MDU. There's 7 changes in that side, 3 for Tarwin, including a late one today. So do adjust your television sets. There's a few things going on, and the late changes, Garnham out and Francis in for Tarwin, and that's on top of Chalmers and O'Loughlin coming in. And Grabham and Francis was out, is now back in. So a bit like the Bangladeshi batsmen, they were out pretty quickly and they're back in pretty quickly. Fish Creek, on the other hand, changes galore, and if you don't reckon there's some names here that can kick and catch a footy. Ins, Ty McGannon, Kieran Dooling, Jack Hayes, Jack Davis, Jai Stefani, Mitch Hicks, Jacob Lammers. Out, Matt McGannon, Lachlan Gale, Damien Scully, Bodie Thompson, Jai Dudart, Regan Lewis and Oscar Bright. And there's some serious talent going out of the side as well. They're primed and ready to go, Truck.
Yeah, they are. Looking at the outs there, they could just about fill out another team and win premierships with that many players out. But, yeah, interesting game this afternoon. And overall, these two clubs have met 66 times, with Fish Creek 55 wins and Tarwin 11. Fish Creek's highest was 34-29 in 1999 and Tarwin was 31-11 back in 2004. So interesting, Fish Creek, Cameron Brown scored 13 goals in 2003 and Tarwin, we had Nick Garnham in 2004 and Rob Quaife also the same year. So the last time these two teams met, it was Fish Creek 5-11, Tarwin 3-3. So it wasn't a very good time, but a very low scoring. It was a low aggregate on that day earlier this season. But Fish Creek being beaten last week certainly puts a bit of a dent into their reputation.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd rather be coming off a win than a loss, but it's pretty justifiable with those changes coming in. MDU, of course, playing for their finals life last week, and Fish Creek basically playing for a bit of match fitness. And I wonder if the likes of Jack Hayes, who's missed a month of footy, might have played last week if they needed him to, or they just got him that extra week's rest leave to come back in and be ready to go for a final, because, of course, their fate was sealed. They were finishing third, win, lose or draw, and they're probably cognizant of that fact as well. So maybe wrapped a few in a bit of bubble wrap and some tissue paper to keep them fresh and ready to go today, perhaps, Dwayne?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're an experienced side. Finals is what it's all about for them. As long as they make it, doesn't matter where they finish. They'd be quite happy to be in here, and this is what they do. This is the side they are. They are a finals side that wins finals quite often. I like Tarwin, though. They've been fairly consistent this year. I mean, even when they've had losses to the bigger clubs, it hasn't been by far, and last time they pushed Fishy pretty quick, pretty close. So I reckon if we tend to get a bit more wind and rain, this might be a bit harder for Fish Creek than I think it should be, but we'll see how it goes. It's windy at the moment and there's a bit of blustery, some showers on and off, but the ground's in really good condition.
The weather sort of looked like it was going to turn a little bit sour on the way in from nearby Churchill, but at the moment we've got dry conditions. There is a bit of breeze blowing towards the change room ends, I guess, if you know the ground, as opposed to the town end. So blowing away from the town, you'd expect that to be the scoring end. So we'll watch this space. Sam, you haven't got a microphone, so this want to be good.
Yeah, well, we've watched Fish Creek and Foster, and both times Foster beat Fish Creek. The first one was in like a hailstorm, and then the second time round, well, the weather wasn't favourable to Fish Creek's fast ball movement. So I think Dwayne might have a good point there. If the weather is
well, that'd be a change.
Yeah, if the weather's conducive and not helping their fast ball movement, then Tarwin just might sneak up.
Pen back.
They'd have to make it a scrap though, Tarwin. I mean, if they let Fish Creek run, which Fish Creek can do, and get on their bikes, there's going to be problems. But if Tarwin can just play man-on-man footy, make it a scrap, you just never know.
I think looking at the way both sides score is an interesting perspective as well. Fish Creek score a lot of goals through their midfield. You know, it's not uncommon to see Jacko Wiedemann go forward and kick goals, and Mitchell and these sorts of guys from the midfield score. Tarwin, on the other hand, they've got three guys that have predominantly played forward all year in Mahoney, Harley and Del Pozzo. They kicked 100-plus goals between them, those three. So I think those three play deep. They get the matchups right, and Fish Creek can stop them hitting the scoreboard. You more or less take away Tarwin's one would, and then Fish Creek, you got Charlie Wilson, who could do anything and get on any given day, plus 6 midfielders that can all go forward and hit the scoreboard. So they've got more avenues to go, but the weather sets in like this and it becomes a grind. Those tall blokes don't get any shorter, and if you can lob a couple in and they can take a few catches, Dwayne, get them through the big sticks early and put a bit of pressure on, you never know.
How do you think the rucks will go? Will they be reasonably important, or is more the midfielders are sharking off them?
Yeah, so the midfield strength of Fish Creek is their physical strength, I would suggest. Arguably, man for man, they're probably 6 to 8 kilos bigger.
Yeah.
The Tarwin midfield runs really deep, though. They've got numbers that can go through there. The more finely built Rover-style on-ballers as opposed to the likes of Jackson Wiedemann. I don't want to put any mayo on Jacko, but he'd have to be 80-plus kegs, and he runs all day, and he's going to run into guys that are probably 8 or 10 kilos smaller. If he wants to get somewhere, you're not going to stop him.
No.
He's just a big unit. He's going to have it up against him today. They've got some good midfielders, Tarwin, like Kyle Yann's a superstar. Ben Allen, their skipper, will run through there as well, and they've got plenty of numbers that can go in there and cause a few problems. I got the team provided by both coaches. They were kind enough to give me their actual sides, and there might be a little change in that Tarwin midfield that we'll keep an eye on as well, just to see if they run a number through there that may actually go into a defensive role, because when I've seen this particular player play, he hasn't played as an on-baller in the past. So watch this space.
Oh, well, that's what they need to do, don't they? They need to show Fish Creek something they haven't seen, sort of upset them a little bit and see how they go.
And you think the wind will have a big impact on today's game?
Well, I just think with those key forwards, if you can get it in quickly to them from the middle of the ground and isolate them, then they've got to catch it, and then they've got to kick it. But if you give them half a dozen chances and they kick 4-2, that's a good start to a quarter, isn't it?
That's it, yeah, that's the way to go. Looking at the wind is blowing from west to east, so blowing downhill, as we call it here from Mirboo North. Yes, whoever wins the toss, and we don't know who's won the toss
Fish Creek.
yet. Fish Creek have won the toss.
Yep.
And kicking downhill.
Got the breeze.
Got the breeze.
We better put our reputations on the line here, Truck, because last time we were here, I reckon I got it to the point. So I'm going to have a swing, and I'll open the batting, and I'm going to say Fish Creek by 34.
Fish Creek 20.
Fish Creek 10 goals.
10 goals. Sam?
Fish Creek 5 points.
Oh, hopefully Sam's right, because then we'll have a ripping game on our hands.
Tarwin will rip our heads off if they win, won't they?
Truck, finals time. The champions come to the fore. This is the time where Wayne Johnston stands up. It's a time where Dusty Martin stands up and Andrew McLeod. So you can open the batting for the finals.
Well, I'm not going to be Bangladesh today. As what they were all out for, how many?
I think 75, Greg.
75,
Greg said
yeah.
via text.
Okay, just waiting for the bounce up in the centre of the game between Fish Creek and Tarwin. Siren goes. Waiting for the big ones. Up there is the O'Loughlin. He gets the tap to the ground, but Fish Creek coming in under the ball. Umpire says that he'll have the first throw up just a little bit
taken from 20 metres around from the point post. He's missed by that far. Or maybe 5, but nonetheless. Sam, it's fine. I can wait. Let me concentrate on the footy for 5, brother. Kick in, comes in. Mark taken down there by Hetherington. Hetherington gets onto the left shoe, looks for and finds a teammate in Remdale Pozzo a long way from home. He wants to come back through the middle. Getting a fist in there was Mitchell, but he got his opponent a little bit high. And the free kick will go there the way of Tarwin, just inside the centre square on the half-back flank. And that'll be going to Kyle Yan, so another one of the prolific on-ballers. His kick doesn't find a target, and Jacko Wiedemann says, give me the footy. I'm going to give it to the bro. The bro kicks in the Cameron direction. Cameron goes for the chesty when he probably should have got the Dukes out. Ball spoiled away from him. Numbers now. Hicks goes forward, and his kick for goal's worse. His kick for goal's worse. They've had 2 shots on goal and missed by a combined 85 yards, truck. Someone check the footy out.
I think the wind's taking a big effect out there. They're really not going with it. Anyway, throw in. No kick in.
Brady Mitchell has been manned by Callum McLeod from Tarwin.
So Tarwin have the ball in the half-back line in the defensive 50, kick up towards the centre wing. Flyers want to know and get the ball. Hands off the pack. Fish Creek come in and tunnel the ball out over the boundary line right in front of us here. So no one's scored yet, but 2 opportunities for Fish Creek to get on the board.
Stefani's been looked after by Jordan Staley.
Throw in, tap down, coming across there is Walker. He gets the ball, but a hand pass quickly to Williams. He gets the kick up into a half forward. No one can get the ball now. Cameron gets a funny old hand pass out, but to no one. Ball goes to ground, plays it in on top of it. With Fish Creek trying to get the ball out, umpire will have to come in and ball it up. About 40 out from the Fish Creek goal.
It's hardly been the best 5 minutes of finals footy you'll ever see as a truck.
No.
So the ball up goes into place. Stefani gets a tap down. No one's able to take it cleanly at ground level. Tarwin pick it up, but wrapped up in a big tackle straight away by Charlie Wilson. And the umpire will toss this one in the air 30 metres out directly in front of the Fish Creek goal, where the Bulls live for the first few minutes, but they can't get the ball through the big sticks. No one's able to take this clearance either initially. Now they just throw the shoe at the footy and get it up to centre half back. Taken on the fly there by Tarwin. They've got numbers up the field. The kick goes off, and it's a run and chase game. There's only 2 humans in that half of the ground, and they're going to battle it out at the top of the cricket pitch. Numbers come in there through McGannon. He flicks a handball over the top, but only as far as Walker. Walker kicks to a one-on-one, top of the square. No mark completed. Freshie off the ground. Now picks it up, runs into the open goal. Tackle laid. Comedy of errors. No one still scored. And you would have sworn to God there'd be 3 kick by now, Dwayne.
Yeah, you would have thought so. There's a big opportunity for Remdale Pozzo up there.
And the kick now goes to Hayes and marks in front of the scoreboard. And Big Jack says, let's just settle things down. No, he doesn't. He kicks it off his knee.
Check the ball.
The footy must be bugging. It's like a big sack out there. No one can kick a drop punt. And he can't get his shoe to the footy either. Tarwin free kick halfway between wing and the half-forward flank, far side of the ground. Can someone please kick a drop punt? And he goes in the Harley direction.
He's put it out in
the full. This is absolutely... I swear to God, we're getting punked here. We're getting punked on candid camera here, truck.
It's not that windy.
No. Well, it is out there, I think.
Not
Very
that bad.
windy.
Oh, dear Lord.
Clearances. Fish Creek are 4.
And they're about to get another one, Sam. Hold the phone. Fish Creek got it on the half-forward flank. Good transition. Kick a drop, punt, find a target. Wilson leading back with the fly to the footy. Can't complete the mark. Ball trickles over the boundary line and we'll throw it in around 10 metres around from the Fish Creek goal. And don't quote me on this, but just for a moment there, it looked like football.
No.
Not much.
So let's see if things will just settle down a touch here. 0 score, 3 dead set, gilt edge. Now it gets picked up a little. Kick forward to Cameron. Tommy C takes the mark. Now, surely.
No, he's no gimme from there.
He is just...
No.
In he comes. Kick on its way.
He's missed.
And he's missed.
Hello.
Charlie Wilson has been looked after by number 31 from Tarwin.
Okay, so Tarwin will bring it back into play. We've got a score. 1-0 might be enough the way they're going.
Yeah.
Brady Mitchell brings it back in, goes down the hill, looks for the one-on-one contest down there he was looking for and couldn't quite find
But a free kick.
Mahoney, and they've got the free kick. No, out of bounds. Yeah, you scared me there.
Ran out of the square, you can kick it out.
You scared me there for a second, Truck. So we'll toss this one back into play. 55 around from the fishy goal. They just thump it back into the forward 50.
Tarwin will be loving this, Duke, won't they?
Yeah, well, there's only one side that can blow this game apart and win it in the first 10 minutes, and they're not taking advantage of it. So
No.
happy days for the Sharkies, and we'll ball this one back in just inside the Fish Creek forward 50. In it comes. Fish Creek win the tap again, but to no one in particular. They all stop and prop, and then the big boy gets in there and says, give me the footy, Harrison Cumming, who's come straight off the bench. He hacks a kick forward, Luxa Fortune, lands in the breadbasket of a teammate. And we'll just settle things down here from a Tarwin point of view. They'll go long down the line, keep it as safe as they can. Jack Hayes sets up underneath it, but he's really good body work there by Mahoney, who rolls and plays on straight away, gets a handball there. They come back through the middle of the ground. The left shoe there goes up to the one-on-one. He's fallen over. His opponent's fallen over. He can't get the ball to sit for him, Del Pozzo. And Fish Creek get back in numbers. And they'll resurrect another defensive effort here and settle things down with a hack kick round the corner. There's 3v1 favouring Fish Creek. The one wins it. Sensational effort down there by Louis Armstrong to win the contest. Kicks the ball into the forward 50. Can't find a winner, though, in front of the ball. And she stacks on the mill. And it's a hot footy, and the umpire now comes in and will ball it up.
We haven't seen the Wiedemans do much so
Not
far
yet.
either.
No.
Unusual.
No, Weeding number one, he's had a couple of kicks at the start of the game. He got it into the forward.
So the ball gets tossed up in the forward 50 for Tarwin. Quick snap around the corner.
Oh,
You wouldn't believe what you're seeing. Chalmers only hits his shoe. And the ball there at ground level to be one. A big tackle gets laid.
Saw a bit of skills in the twos game, I think. So
Yeah, I don't know whether it's that hot out there either. It's not like they're, tearing in a million miles an hour. It's just compressed, competitive, sort of substandard finals footy at the moment. So Fish Creek get this clearance. Speak of the devil, the Wiedemann might have just stepped up and got his hands on that one. He goes up and down the chimney. Gavenlock sits underneath it. Can't complete the mark, but Fish Creek win at the ground level. Cameron up to half forward, takes the footy cleanly. Dead set handballs to no one. He absolutely handballed to no one there. Jordan Staley comes back and gets his hands on it, flicks the ball up there to Mark McCall, and McCall kicks it back to half forward for Tarwin, but a mark's taken down there across the half back line. And Fish Creek will now hopefully find a target in front of the footy, and they do. The lead comes up the middle of the ground. Mark taken there by Gavenlock. He rolls, gets it on the shoe. He couldn't have laced him out better, but he's not wearing the same colour jumper. Mark dropped there by Armstrong. Should have held that one. Stefani goes in for Tarwin, and she stacks on the mill. And our mate was a Sam will be listening in. He would have been better off staying at the Traralgon RSL where he was last night than turning up here to watch this today, was he? Sorry for the bum tip, brother.
Ball back on the centre wing. Tap down. Good one there by Armstrong. He gets the ball ground. Free kick, though, being paid to Ben Allen. Gets the free kick on centre wing for the Tarwin side. Looking for options downfield. He needs to kick the ball long. He kicks towards the half-forward flank, goes to his teammate in there, Cummings. He goes forward towards the forward pocket. Great mark, nearly, yes, paid. Ben Allen in the forward pocket. No, it's Batako.
Harley.
Harley. He goes in towards the goals, and it's a score on the board for the Tarwin side. So the level at one apiece, 1 point each.
10 minutes gone.
Only 10. It seems like half an hour.
This is good for Tarwin.
Of course it is.
So Hayes will bring it back in. He goes a little short one there to my man, Jacko Wiedemann. Now, you know this will be a left foot laser that will dead set take one of his teammates' chests out. He hits him that hard. Don't let me down here, Jacko. He gets onto that left shoe, comes up with a beautifully weighted kick, and his teammate drops it. And the teammate down there was Brady Mitchell. Ball's won at ground level there by Batako. He goes back into the forward 50. Hayes comes 3 deep, gets a fist on it. Ball to be won at ground level. Tarwin go through hands. They come backwards to go forwards. Allen then kicks to the hot spot, top of the square. No one there to greet the footy on the full. Fish Creek get it and go through the hands. Puts his teammate under all sorts of pressure. Tarwin win the footy. Snap round the corner. Comes off his opponent's body. bounces 30 metres away from goal. Harrison Smith lurks down there for Fish Creek, picks it up, throws it on his shoe, and some relief as the ball goes to the wing. No one's able to take a mark. They'll likely bounce straight back in. Although I haven't said that, it was dropped down there by Lockie Jones, the coach. He goes back in afterwards. O'Loughlin goes in to lend a hand. Fish Creek with numbers at ground level. Ball trickles downhill. Tarwin do well to keep it alive, and they resurrect the offence. Hayes comes off his opponent, gets a fist to it. Doesn't kill the contest initially, though. And Smith finally sees it over for a throw-in. And we still haven't seen much great footy.
No, Brady Mitchell for Fish Creek's just come off, and he's not looking that well.
His right shoulder happened a couple of minutes ago when he went for that mark.
Throwing in front of the scoreboard. Up they go with Fish Creek getting the tap down. Ball goes to ground. Kick off the ground by Tarwin into their forward 50. Pick up there. Hand pass. A chance for the Sharks to go further in front of the scoreboard. Loose kick, and the ball goes out of play once
Of course
again.
it does. Why not?
And I think it was out on the full.
No, it's just a throw-in.
Throw in front of the scoreboard. Reading. One behind each, and we've been going about 12 minutes. 2 minutes just after I called it before. There's the ball now in front of the scoreboard, Tarwin, and still trying to attack, but a good safe mark in defence by Fish Creek. Eventually get the ball, long kick out onto centre wing where the mark was spilled by the Fish Creek player and goes out of play far side for another throw-in. Not a lot of scoring here in this game at the moment, one behind each. Both teams are finding it very difficult to score from within their 50. Throw in again. Good tap by Fish Creek, who get the ball on the ground up into their centre forward position. Kick off the ground. Now a chance for the Creekers. Could be a free kick though, holding the man. Free kick paid to Fish Creek at centre half forward. They quickly move the ball where a good mark has been taken by Lamers. Lamers now has the ball on centre half forward, probably 55 out. He thinks he's a good thing. He decides he's going to kick it.
I better get hammer the bloke standing next to me.
Yeah, or running past. There's enough of them down there. Lamers now lines up the goals. Left foot in towards the goals. Spilled it to the
Point.
left-hand side for a minor score only. Fish Creek 2 behinds. Tarwin 1 behind.
So Tarwin will bring it back into play when they can get their hands back on the TW Sharon. And they've got the short option up the hill, right behind the flags. Mark taken up there. It's by number 42, Mark McCall. And he goes as long as he can. And I'll tell you what, he's kicked it in the coach's box. He has. He's kicked it in the Fish Creek coach's box. And Fish Creek will say thanks for the footy. And we'll kick it back in from whence it came.
What else is new today?
This is bizarre. This is strange. Levi Coxedge goes short. Leading option comes at him. Mark taken. Now, this would be the least surprising thing that happened all day because he's marked at 48 metres out. He's up against the boundary line. It's Charlie Wilson.
Oh, he's a good kick.
And he'll probably just go back and put this over the goal umpire's lid like it's nothing when no one's been able to score.
Yeah, we're right behind it.
We've got the good angle. Wilson comes in. Kick on its way, and he's put it out the full.
Gee whiz.
He's put it out the full by about 18 metres.
This was reminiscent Foster Mirboo North. It was happening when they were kicking
Nah.
on this. No?
No, not as bad as this. This is just this is another level.
This is horrible.
Well, the coach has got it now. The coach has said, give me the footy. I'll show you how it's done. Lockie Jones, old LJ. He's afflicted by his passion for the St Kilda Footy Club, so he deserves a bit of good luck in life. And then he'll come, and he goes downhill. He runs, he looks, he kicks, and he can't find a teammate because that'd just be too much. But they do keep it alive temporarily before the boundary line wins the argument. And I guess, Dwayne, you said it, Lockie's probably pretty happy. Just stuff the bloody ball down there. They're kicking with the breeze. They can't kick a goal. We'll take it.
That's right. Yep, they're playing out time. I'd say over 15 minutes. Only point down.
So Cummings in the rub, wins it handsomely out the back. Yan flicks a handball down to a teammate. This looks like footy.
Hello,
Here we go. Now we've got a kick that finds a teammate. Mark taken on the wing. And it's Big Harley down there who's got it. And he rolls onto the left leg and comes around the corner, looks for Del Pozzo and Mahoney. Mark taken.
Easy.
They're 55 from home. He's got one-on-one in front of him. Del Pozzo's down there. The ball goes in that direction. Mark taken!
Goal squared.
top of the square. And this surely,
No, don't call it. Don't call it.
Who we got it? Who's got it?
Rem Del Pozzo will go back after 16 minutes of some of the worst finals footy you'll see. His side trails 1 behind to 2. And Rem comes in, stutter steps, kicks.
Oh,
And I tell you what,
that's touched, no?
break out the champagne. We've got a goal. We've got a goal. I feel like I should be a Mexican soccer broadcaster and just run with goal. But nonetheless, there's one on the board. And Tarwin lead 1-1-7 to 2 behinds. 16 and a half played here on the Big Gippsland Football League first elimination final.
We've got the close one.
Yep, that was a nice Remy vintage shot at goal there.
Remy Vintage. Oh, that's brandy.
Inside 50s, Tarwin 6. The other team, Fish Creek 12. And we can see that Fish Creek are 2 points and the opposition...
Yeah, scoreboard has mucked it up again. Yeah, 1-1-0 to 2-0. Ball back in the centre, waiting for the umpire to throw it up now. Push and shove. Wiedemann's in there. He can't get the ball out for Fish Creek. Eventually, though, gets the ball onto his boot. Ball running free. Big chase for the ball. Who's going to be the rabbit? They pick up the ball. Well done the play there by Louis Armstrong. He gets the hand pass out. Quickly across to Ben Allen. Allen's kick up to half forward. Flyers wanted. Nearly a one-hander over there. But Tarwin seemed to be all a go now with Batako. He gets a free kick. And the free kick taken by O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin now left footer in towards the goal, looking for the pocket, finds his man. And now Tarwin on the attack all the time, playing the better football at the moment. They're aiming up their players and they're finding him. Forward pocket now, probably footy out. As soon as he turns around, we'll find out who he is.
He's taken his time, which is what they want him to do.
That's it.
15, is it?
15, Jordan Staley.
No, it's 16.
16. Okay, well, Del Pozzo again. Already got a goal on the board.
Yep.
No.
Well, it was a helicopter kick. It was a good
So Del
mark.
Pozzo going for number 2 for the Sharks. If they can get this one, he ducks and weaves, kicks wide, and it
just
just
swung away.
managed to miss.
Just missed.
So they go to 1-1-7.
1-2-8, I should be.
1-2-8. Yeah. Scoreboard is doesn't know what he's doing up there. Who's operating the scoreboard next door, of course.
Well, Fish Creek will bring it back into play and they go bottom side of the ground in the Smith direction. Ball gets out the back of that contest. No one's able to take it cleanly at ground level. Little handball gets flicked up. Fish Creek is rolling it forward like a rugby maul, but they've lost it here to Tarwin, and then Tarwin have said, let's go to the boundary line. And let's just stuff it over the fence and ball it in right in front of the pine tree down there. We'll toss it back into play, far side of the ground. We're nearly near the siren, and we've got 2 behinds plays, 1-2-8, and about 7 out in the fulls. And the side that's leading is probably not the side that many expected to lead. And they'll be as happy as pigs in the proverbial. And they win this stoppage, but the umpire's found a free kick, and it's going to go the other way. And Fish Creek will pick it up. Hayes will throw the ball back. No, he'll kick it back. And the free kick from the ruck stoppage will go
Williams.
to Williams. He's got Smith just sneaking on by for a little handball. He ignores that. Kick it to Wilson would be my advice. He kicks in that general direction. Good spoil from behind. Ball comes to ground. And Tarwin win it at ground level and kick it back from whence it came. And I don't know if you're keeping stats or out of bounds on the full today, Sam.
That's another one.
But it's getting the 3 votes and it's best on ground because they've kicked the ball out of bounds on the full.
I think there's about 11 up until this point.
Or as Evan Sheeky would say, out of bounds on the full. And Fish Creek again will bring the ball back into their forward 50. And they play on and go thump. And they go down in the Wiedemann direction. Coming in from behind. Solid mark taken down there by the Tarwin defender. Bobby Armstrong with it. He comes up the hill.
Uh-oh.
Dangerous kick. Looking for O'Loughlin.
It's gone through for a point.
And he rushes it through for a behind. So in summary, they had the ball 40 metres out from goal, Tarwin. They went to switch. And they've kicked a point for their opposition.
Own point.
Which is,
Own goal.
well, it doesn't even surprise, to be honest. And Tarwin will bring it back into play. Short one's on up the hill if he wants it. He says, no, thank you, brother. I'll go long down the hill, O'Loughlin. And that's where he goes. Numbers favour Fishy. They win it at ground level. Jacko Wiedemann forced onto his right, so dishes off a handball. Kick comes back in. Tarwin bloke just runs right underneath it. Leaves Wilson out the back. Yep. And he goes, thanks very much, I'll kick that goal. And it's probably the only way I'm going to kick one. He literally just waited out the back like a burglar in the dark. The ball bounced into his guts and he snapped around the corner for Fish Creek's first goal. And they've all of a sudden they're in front.
I think it's fairly windy out there, though, isn't it? Those last couple of possessions for Fish Creek, that point and then that goal there, that win surprised the Tarwin defenders. So I think they'll be looking forward to this second quarter.
Yeah, they're very competitive at the moment against the wind, so they're holding Fish Creek down, although there was a classy goal there by Charlie Wilson.
Yeah, but if they get another 2 or 3 minutes in this quarter, Fishy can kick 2 or 3, and that's, blows it out a bit.
That's it. Back in the centre, waiting for the players to settle themselves.
They haven't got a spare down back either, Tarwin.
Exactly what I was just counting.
He gets the tap down for Tarwin, but Fish Creek sharp by Wiedemann. Long kick up into the forward 50, but coming through. Good play there by Tarwin. Goes into right in front of us here. 3 Fish Creek players are getting the hand pass across to McGannon. He gets the kick in up towards centre forward. Good mark though in defence by the Tarwin player. Just holding the ball. Steady. Yeah. He decides to run wild. That was Armstrong, Louis.
Oh, no.
He goes across the goals
my God.
and out of bounds on the...
No, it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds. But terrible option there
kick
by Louis.
Oh, good option. Just terrible footwork.
Thought process good, execution poor.
Yes.
Kicking licence revoked.
Yes.
So we'll toss it back into play, and that's not a great toss either. The umpires waved at the play on. And Tarwin do play on, and where's he going? Where's he going?
On the full.
Straight for the boundary line.
No, it's a throw-in.
And we'll chuck this one in about 50 metres around.
We'll probably be stuck there the rest of the quarter.
So we'll chuck this one about 50 metres around. The little fella hopefully gets a bit more traction on this one. Yeah, that's better. It goes to the ruckman. Good start. Ball at ground level. Tarwin with numbers win it. One too many handballs. Ball's turned over. Fish Creek get it. Tackle. Ball up. The clock, is that 23 minutes gone?
Yep, 23.
So we won't have a huge quarter here, would suspect, with only a goal apiece. A late one here would be huge for Fish Creek going into the huddle. And they get the tap, they get the clearance, they get it on the left shoe. Lands with Cameron. Cameron's grabbed in a tackle straight away. And he just holds on to it and says, ball it up. If we can do that again, we'll get another shot on goal for sure. So the umpire trots on down to toss it in the air, 25 down the hill from the Fish Creek goal. Tarwin win the tap and they go backwards. Wiedemann gets it. He's wrapped up in a tackle, flicks a handball forward. We duck, we weave, get on the right shoe. Playing in front's advantageous. Mark taken by the forward. And we'll go back and have a shot on goal. And it's Wilson again.
He's the danger, isn't he?
He is.
And no comment on whether or not he's likely to kick it because he's, yeah, he's
15 out.
Hard up against the boundary. He's going to go snapperoo around the corner. Throws it on the right shoe. Snapperoo around the corner. Gets into celebration mode and says, how easy is this game? Everyone else wants to kick it out in the full. I'll just kick snapshots from everywhere. Left side, right side, front side, back side. That's where that one came from. And he gets their second on the board.
And we've lost the footy. So now it's 2-3-15 to 1-2-8, and the boys on the scoreboard haven't decided to put the points up.
Yeah, well, Tarwin would want to just clamp down here. I'm surprised they haven't put one back, Jeep. Have they? Still haven't, have they? No. Just one-on-one at the defensive line there. Yeah, I don't know.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Australia 3 for 50.
Be over tomorrow.
They've only got a first innings lead. Ball goes up in the middle of the ground, comes out top side, the wing. Tarwin with weighted numbers, quick shoe round the corner. Goes up towards the half-forward flank for Tarwin. Good numbers, good shepherd. McGannon can't pick it up cleanly. Going in there at ground levels, dueling. He gets it up to a teammate who goes into the forward 50. Wilson! Who he wanted to fly, but he hurt himself on the way down. Get back on your feet because it's coming back in, although McGannon drops what he should have taken.
He had a look.
And off to the races they go. Tarwin through Batako. He kicks up to half forward.
Here's a chance.
And they're off to the races here again. Kick in. Where's our man Del Pozzo down there? Ball gets out the back. And Fish Creek will do well to see that over as the siren sounds to end one of the more slapstick quarters of finals footy you'll see. All importantly, though, it's 2-3 15 to 1-2-8 at quarter time, favouring Fish Creek with a couple of late goals to Charlie Wilson. Sees them back in front, Truck.
Yeah, it is. But it was a strange game of football at the moment, with both teams really trying very hard. The wind is having an effect. Fish Creek had many shots at goal, missed completely, right out on the full, something that you don't expect from a team that of their ability in there. So they failed a little bit in their ability. Tarwin had a lot of the play, but couldn't just get enough on the scoreboard. So maybe the wind's going to have a lot of effect this term. Hopefully for Tarwin, they can use it. They can kick the ball long, not out of bounds. How many out of bounds on the full that time, Sam?
I've counted 13.
13. So there you go. That the play there has not been direct by the Fish Creek side or the Tarwin side. But anyway, quarter time score here is the scoreboard's gone bonkers. There's nothing at all.
2-3-15 to 1-2-8.
Yeah, and we'll go back to the studio for some messages and be back here for the second quarter of the game between Fish Creek and Tarwin. Quarter time here at the 42-3-15 plays 1-2-8 with Fish Creek in the lead, but it could have been a lot more scoring there for Fish Creek. They wasted quite a lot of opportunities. But Dwayne, what can Tarwin have to do now to get back into the game? We're going to Sam. Okay. Stats Sam, sorry.
All right, centre clearance is Fish Creek 2, Tarwin 4.
Yeah.
Inside 50s, Tarwin 8, Fish Creek 21, and they're only marginally in front. Contested and uncontested possessions are relatively the same, 36 and 40 for Tarwin and 36 and 38. Free kicks to Tarwin is 3. Fish Creek, I recorded 10 free kicks And I think 8 of those was because the opposition kicked the ball out on the full.
Yeah, that's interesting, the number of free kicks between 8 and 3. Yeah, so the umpires haven't played a lot of free kicks this afternoon. There's been a lot of missed marks, a lot of out on the full, a lot of not so many ball ups, but anyway, it's a chance now for Tarwin to do something. They have the aid of the wind. They've got to use it. If they want to win this game, they've got the wind in this quarter and possibly the last quarter, so it's going to be a tough game for both times. They need to win.
Just on the umpire's truck, haven't noticed them, and I think that's always a good sign.
That's it. Back in the centre, waiting for the toss-up. Brett Wiedemann's in there. He gets the ball to ground for Fish Creek, but they're Tarwin trying to get the ball forward. They've got to come this way. They do through Houston, but the free kick has been paid.
No, just
Or
ball up.
ball up back in the centre again. As the ball got lost, I think. I think they should use a yellow ball on a day like today.
Oh, your eyesight that bad?
Oh, it's getting worse, I tell you.
Might need it by the end of the game, though.
I think so, yeah. It's coming over very dark at the moment. Ball back up in the centre again. No one can get the ball. Ball goes to ground. The players are all over. They fall on the top of the ball. Got a bit of a rugby scrum there. It comes out. Fish Creek get the foot on the ball, but they mark in defence for the Tarwin side in front of the scoreboard.
Louis Armstrong, he's had a good game so far.
Until he kicks it as a general rule. Here he goes. He's put the
That
slipper
wasn't
into
bad.
it, and it could have found. Well, it's found a teammate. This is not a bad result. Going to ground, Ben Allen picks it up like a cricketer out in the outfield, slides in, grabs it, flicks a handball back, shoe round the corner. Walker goes back with guts, gets crushed in the flying for the footy. Ball at ground level to be won. No one can take a handle of it cleanly. Really good forward 50 pressure there by Tarwin, and they'll take the free kick. 48 metres down the hill. Lead comes, goes back with a fly to the footy. Turn around, he'll take a chesty. But he doesn't, and I'll tell you what, we're back.
Yep.
We're back with our out the full.
Out in the full.
I reckon if he had it turned around, he would have been able to jump up and grab that. But nonetheless, he's out there and I'm up here. It's pretty easy from up here. Jacko Wiedemann makes a short lead. That's ignored. Never a great idea, I wouldn't have thought. We kick down the hill, perilously close to the boundary.
Was ready to count that one in.
Touch this time before it goes over. And we'll toss it in, 55 around from the Tarwin goal. And it's Mahoney sitting in the goal square. He's got Valenta for company. And we're just noticing here that there's a number pushing back.
That's Rhett.
For Rhett Wiedemann, the ruckman. So that means that Jacko's doing the ruck work. And they do win the footy from that contest. Now Rhett pushes forward and says, give me the footy. And they've turned it over again. Mark dropped, however, by Senior Gibson. He goes back in, gives it to a teammate there in Lockie Jones. And the coach gets wrapped up and drilled in a tackle. And the free kick will go Fish Creek's way.
Williams.
And Luke Williams just taking every advantage of stomping on the opposition coach while he finds his way to his feet.
Yep.
Kicks it high side. Ball spits forward, bouncing.
Push out.
Over the boundary for a throw-in. Truck, you can see it, I can't. You may as well tell the people what's happening.
Waiting for the throw-in half-forward 50 out from the Fish Creek goal. Long throw-in to underneath Fish Creek now. You get the handball through Wiedemann. They get tackled. Umpire says holding the ball. No, throw-in. He's going to throw it in front of us. The play there was Harmer, who got dispossessed of the ball by the Fish Creek player. Waiting half-forward line.
Non-controlling umpires found a free kick going to Harrison Smith against my old mate down there with not too much follicles on top of his bonds.
Dan Houston.
I was just trying to find his name. Smith goes short, finds a teammate, Marks. Walker, the coach, left leg, kicks it, wait for it, out of bounds on the full.
There's going to be a few insurance claims for the cars out here
dear
today.
God.
They're getting hammered, the cars.
So Tarwin will take the free kick, back pocket, high side of the ground. They trail 1-2-8 to Fish Creek's 2-3-15. 4 minutes played in the second quarter. Kick comes down towards the half-back flank. Rhett Wiedemann sets himself underneath it. It gets over the back of his bonds. Keeping it inside the field of play was Lammers. Wrapped up into tackles, Batako. He spins and grins and gets it to a teammate who throws it on the shoe. Comes up into the forward 50. Del Pozo goes to ground. And they win the ball pretty comfortably here, Fish Creek, although they can't find a target by foot. And now they're out. Mark taken in front of us, and a low to the ground grab it is. Taken down there by Del Pozzo. He goes smarty pants around the corner, finds a bit of the man on the mark, gets it to Ben Allen. He's wrapped up in a tackle.
Oh, he's got dumped.
And Hayes tosses him over the fence. The controlling umpire said throw it in. The non-controlling umpire said Cheech and Chong, that was high. And they'll take a free kick here, 40 metres out, over the boundary line. And the free kick will go the way of Troy Harley.
You calling it, Jeep?
He'll kick this.
Whoa.
He'll go left goal post and just float it back on the breeze.
Okay.
So in he comes. Harley. He goes left goal post.
Oh,
and he floats it back in, but not quite far enough. Minor score only. It's better than out on the full. So that's a pass. And it'll go to Jared Walker, the coach, to kick it in here for Fish Creek.
Walker now with the ball in the back pocket in the square. Doesn't know where to kick it. He says, I've got all day. I'll kick it now. He goes left footer over onto half-back flank. But gets the ball though now with Williams getting the ball long to the half-forward line. Flyers wanted. No one within 100 metres of the goals down there. Just go over the line for Tarwin to pick up. But they're coming in through a good tackle late on the Fish Creek play. But coming through is the long-sleeved player in Smith. He gets the ball to half-forward where a mark has been taken in the forward pocket.
Charlie Wilson.
By Wilson.
Really good pass, that.
So Wilson already has 2 goals on the board for the Fish Creek side.
He's the only one that looks like he's going to kick him too, doesn't he?
Yeah, so we've only been going 5 minutes here. Second term, 2-3 plays 1-3. So a goal of difference. He could boost it up by another 50%. So a goal here for Charlie Wilson. Lines him up, misses to the left. And that's only a minor score for Fish Creek. 2-4 plays 1-3. Kick out now by the fullback for Tarwin. I wonder who he was. It's Warren.
Oh, he's going the barrel.
Long kick into no one there. Players are all over. Good pick up there by Mitchell for Fish Creek, but he gets dispossessed of the ball. It's up into the centre wing. 2 or 3 fishy players eventually get the hand pass out. They move the ball left foot kick over to where a good safe mark has been taken further down by Coates. He goes into the forward pocket. Now Fish Creek have the opportunity. 2 or 3 Sharks down there putting a bite on him. He gets the ball down, throws it to the ground. The umpire will come in and ball it up. Forward pocket for the Fish Creek side. So Fish Creek in their attacking zone, 50 out tap. Ball goes to ground now. Fish Creek have the opportunity, picked up by Tarwin, caught in a tackle, and we'll get a ball up again about 45 out from the Fish Creek goal. 2-4.
Sorry. Inside 50s, Fish Creek are on 9, Tarwin on 4.
Bit of noticeable frustration out there too, I think, Dwayne. A few blokes are starting to actually get the trays and bits on with their teammates for not finding targets. And yeah, it's a bit frustrating, but nonetheless, Fishy win the stoppage. Lamas just hacks it around the corner. Tarwin have got a goalkeeper set up, but he doesn't pick the footy up cleanly. Barrels through a couple, finds Smith, and Smith marks 35, 40 metres out directly in front. The young H-bomb himself found Wilson before with a beautiful kick.
Yep.
So we know he's got a sweet foot. The only question here will be the distance, and I'd say he's going to have to kick it the best part of 45. You wouldn't say it's into the teeth of a howling gale, but it is into the breeze. So it'll probably take his best. Here are the long sleeves. Harry, don't call me Harrison Smith. In he comes. Kick on its way.
Pulls up.
Drops just short.
Touch on the line.
He didn't touch it.
It's a goal.
Well,
It's a goal.
He missed it.
I'd love to see the replay of that. Do you think he could have got it?
Yeah, I think he could have got it. Yeah.
Nonetheless, Harry's got a goal. That's all that matters. Fishy get another one on the board. And it's a rolling brigade of Fish Creek players on and off the field when they kick that goal. Hayes back on, Jacko Wiedemann back on, Wiedemann going forward. Interesting.
Staley's come on. They need Staley. He's been good.
And then Harrison Smith thinks he's playing AFL. I've kicked the goal. I better run off the bloody ground.
I'll run a long way too.
And he does. And Cox Edge comes on for him. And there's still more. How many people can you bring on and off at once?
As many as you
There's only
want.
3 on the bench. It's like a clown car down there. Open the door and 15 of them have jumped out. Back in the middle we go. Red Wiedemann gets a clear tap down. Ben Allen gets his hands on it. Flicks a handball up to Patako. He's putting the tackle by Lamas. And Lamas says, get on the ground. And the umpire says, give me the footy, I'll do it all over again. So up the big boys go again. Wiedemann gets a lovely knee into the thigh of the rucking opponent there. That'll bruise well. Ball doesn't come out. Fishy win it through Coates, the enigma. It comes back to go forward, then a hack kick forward by Walker. Jacko Wiedemann just come on the ground and went forward, I told ya. And Jacko Wiedemann's taken a mark about 48 metres out, up the hill, favouring his left foot.
If anyone can kick it, it's this guy.
Oh, sort it out, Jacko. Sort it out.
Don't give it to anyone else.
So he's going to go back and take responsibility for it. It was a serious bit of work in the middle of the ground by Coates to get the ball forward. Wiedemann playing in front. Simple thing you can do in a game of footy. Stand in front of your opponent. The ball drops short. You're advantaged. He marked it. He goes back. He's going to have to kick it 50. He arcs. Goes left leg. He goes bang. That's how you kick goals.
Whoa.
And then he gives it the big John O'Brown. Fist straight up in the air. Don't mind me. I'm just a bloody good footballer.
Absolutely. You just want to isolate him 50 out, just get him the ball, him and Wilson. They'll kick him. That was that's a long kick into the wind too. Great kick. But we knew that.
Into the breeze, yeah, the GST on that one. That was a ribbing kick. He's going to insert himself in the middle or stay forward and try and kick another.
He'll stay forward.
Ah, good on him.
Yeah, why not?
Back in the middle again, the umpire ready to sort him out. 4-4 plays 1-3, 2 quick goals by Fish Creek, given the ascendancy. That was Red Wiedemann getting the tap down for Fish Creek. Now they're moving the ball through Coates from the centre of the ground. Push out there. Great mark again by Stefani, who... is it Stefani?
Yep, Stefani.
Yep.
Wiedemann looking for the hand pass there. He wasn't giving it.
He'll go down and stand on the goal line now and take a hanger on someone's head.
Yep, probably.
So kicking from the same spot that Wiedemann scored about 30 seconds ago. So Stefani now lines up the goals and he misses
Good
for a
mark.
Right in the goal square, taken for Fish Creek.
Wilson, who else?
So Wilson now already got 2 on the board. Could make it number 3. Decides to pull the old socks up. They fall down at the inappropriate moment.
Well, he's had the full house. He's kicked one out in the full. He's kicked a point, and he's hit the post. Well, there you go. You can't. I don't think there's anything else he can do now, is there? In form, no, kicked 2.
Hit the post. He's kicked 2 goals already.
And I tell you what, danger signs here for Tarwin. Blaine Coates coming into the game, and Wilson and Wiedemann forward. Big trouble in Little China.
It certainly is.
Tarwin have the ball now in front of the scoreboard. Kick the ball long over to centre wing. Ball goes free. No one can get the ball. Kick off the ground, and the ball ends up out of play, and we'll get a throw in about 100 metres from us here in the broadcast box. The furthest point of the ground from us as we get the throw in. Players settle. Tap required. No one can really get it. Grabbed out of the air by Foster, but...
Foster,
yeah, he's playing out there as well.
They're playing Stony Creek?
Yeah, no, they're playing... and the umpire nearly took a mark here on the boundary line, but a chance now for Fish Creek to get the ball backwards, and it's just safe in their defensive zone. Decide to go cross goal, and they're keeping the ball in the back pocket for the Fish Creek side.
They're starting to spread the ball, which is what they want to do, and Tarwin are finding it hard to keep
Good mark
up.
from behind by the Fish Creek.
So that's Lamas now on the halfback flank, and he comes up. Coates again, 6 touches for the quarter. Dishes a handball off to the drive-by. They're off to the races here. 1 out on the flank. Mark turns. Coxedge comes back inside the middle. Lead comes at him. Stefani takes Cameron of this, takes a grab, gets both hands in the middle of the back, and the umpire says not 50. But Cameron's got options galore in front of him. Options galore in front of him, and he finds one. The mark's taken about 35 out directly in front.
Lammers.
By Lammers. And it's real worrying signs here. Even if it doesn't go through the big sticks, Tarwin need to do something pretty quickly. They're kicking with the breeze. They haven't looked like it for 10 minutes. And every time Fishy get the footy now, they look like going the length of the ground and scoring. So in comes Jacob from 35 out, trusty left leg. Mungs it. Minor score only. They move on to 4-6-30. And Tarwin still anchored on 139.
Yeah, Jeep, I've just seen the Tarwin runner come out to a couple of blokes in the midfield, and there seems to be they're not sure they're all on the same page. There's a bit of arguments there.
And they've got a playing coach as well, which doesn't necessarily help the situation, but they've got themselves into the finals. They know what they're doing. They'll have a swing here for sure from half back, and they come up to the centre half forward, but it falls over pretty rapidly. Mark Fish Creek. Someone might want to go and stand next to him because he's touched it a fair bit. They go into the forward 50 again. Lammers leads in the chase. He's got numbers. Maybe put a Shepherd on.
Oh, hello.
And
We've
he
seen
does.
it. Yeah.
Wilson gets his head taken off, decraniumised. Umpire says play on.
You're joking.
Well, they go backwards to go forwards. An old H-bomb Smith with the longie takes the mark 60 out, put it on Jacko's head and let him do something special. Goes in that direction.
Ooh.
Mark not taken. Free kick paid, and it's going to go against Wiedemann. And the free kick will go down there to Tarwin in defence. And it's Warren who goes fully backwards. The goals are the other way, boys. That's more like it. Now we come back, and it's turned over by Wiedemann, who's dead set turned up from nowhere, taking the mark. He's on all fours, and he points to the umpire and says, get him to go back on the mark. I'm going to have to work extra hard to kick this one up the hill. So he's got it about 45 out the man on the mark, so he'll have to kick it 47, 48. He's gone back. Was him Wackar Yunus style here. Back when Wackar was originally 18 the first time, not when he was 18 10 years later. And he's coming in, pushing it off the side screen. Gets just inside the 50, left leg. Distance will not be a problem, but it's gone far and wide. Won't score. Coates at ground level. Fishes for the free kick. Umpire stalks, doesn't pay it. Play on, out of bounds. Let's toss it in next to the Fish Creek goal square. 4:6:30 they lead. 16 minutes played. It's been all them this quarter kicking into the breeze. Ball tossed back in. Cummings gets a big tap on it, only as far as Coates, who's been man of the match in the second quarter. His kick's a shocker, but Wiedemann will probably mark it and kick a goal. That's the way it works. Ball pitches, bounces. Hayes lost the GPS again.
He's kicked it.
And he's kicked his second for the year, and it's better than the first. The first one was a bloody ripper, so the second one's real good.
Jeez, he roved that well, didn't he?
Jack Hayes, if you don't mind, hasn't played a game of footy for a month. Inserts himself back into the side at centre half back, rolls forward and goes bang and kicks a goal.
That's out of nowhere, that one, wasn't it?
Who was that one?
Hayes.
Hey, Jack, yeah.
Yeah, great. Yeah, this is getting away from Tarwin now. They've just got to try to chip around in the back line there. They lose possession. If you're going to do it, just go long. You've got nothing to lose. You got the win, just go straight down the gut.
Back in the centre now with Wiedemann in there for the Fish Creek side. What can Tarwin do? Nothing as Wiedemann tries to fall all over the ball, but trapped in a tackle there. 3 or 4 players on top of each other. Umpires paid a free kick for holding the ball. And finally they get a quick hand pass out up into their forward line. Oh, they're everywhere, the Fish Creek side, and they take the free kick or mark. About 45 out slide angle for the Charlie Wilson again to maybe put his third on the board. Fish Creek have really dominated this quarter so far with Tarwin only scoring a minor score, while Fish Creek have added 3-3. So Wilson now lines the ball up centre half forward. As we said, he's on an angle. Kicking into the sun, and he has dobbed it right for his third goal this afternoon. That puts Fish Creek in a commanding position at this point in time. A 4-goal lead in these conditions is worth 10 any other time.
And I tell you what, Dwayne, if you turned up and watched the first quarter and then thought, I'll give the second quarter a sniff and just see if it's any better than the first, you wouldn't believe it's the same side, would you?
No, the skills have been exceptional. I mean, that pass from Lammers to Wilson then was terrific. I mean, Fish Creek aren't missing anything at all. And Tarwin just can't get their hands on the ball. That's the problem. They just can't get it.
They've looked dangerous every time they've gone forward, the Sharkies. They just can't get it forward at the moment. Wiedemann's getting all over the top of his opponent, and they just keep winning them through the middle. And they're going to do it again with another free kick out of the middle, this time to Jackson Wiedemann. So he's got the ball just on the cricket pitch, and he gets on the left leg. He says, just run over there. I'm going to kick it over there, and that's what he does. Unfortunately for him, though, the only bloke who listens wearing a Tarwin jumper, and they've marked across the half-back line. Their kick, though, is a dangerous one. O'Loughlin does mark in front of Coates. And, Sam, if you could just pop that piece of paper down, brother, I'll be able to see out that window. So now O'Loughlin, ungainly left shoe, comes up to centre wing. The big boys fly.
Oh,
great grab
mark.
taken there by Louis Armstrong, if you don't mind.
Da-da-da-da.
It's Louis now going thump with the leather. Gets it up to the forward 50. Out of bounds for a throw-in. The coach, Walker, comes in and kills the contest. And the ball will go over for a boundary throw-in. And it looks like Tim the Toolman's mate from the show is doing the boundary work down there. So he's tossed it back in.
Oh, memories.
Fish Creek win the clearance. And they go forward by a hand. Harry Longsleeves, get there and pick it up. He can't. Swooping in there for Tarwin's Cole Yan. Reels onto the left. Gets it in the forward 50. Pops out the back. Snap round the corner there from Mahoney. Goes to the square.
It should be a free
He's
kick.
dead set, yanked him to the
He's
ground.
yanked him to the ground. That's
And the umpire says, I'm here for the theatre. And he's given the goal. And if you have a look down at the Fish Creek bench, what do you reckon they think at the moment?
They're not happy.
Not happy.
They shake those heads any harder, they'll dead set fall off. But nonetheless, Mahoney's gone bang from 40 and given Tarwin a much-needed goal.
YouTube goal of the day, that one.
Oh, you better believe it.
That boundary umpire that you said, who did you say he looked like?
Tim the Toolman's best mate.
No. John out of the Corsican Brothers. He had it's the same sort of facial.
As you were, Sam.
Yeah.
Back in the middle we go. And we'll toss it up. Wiedemann goes up. Doesn't win it this time. Tarwin can't, however, get the clearance.
20 minutes gone.
And it's 42 plays 15. Umpire tosses it up again. Wiedemann gets up over the top this time. O'Loughlin wins it. Left foot into the forward 50. Chases on. Harley leads. Ball pitched in front of him. Valenta gets a fist to it. 2v2 down there. Valenta goes to ground. Keep your feet. Ron Evans told me that when I played under 10s. Tarwin win the footy again. Up and down the chimney. They fly. Solid grab taken there by Rhett Wiedemann, who's been resting behind the footy a little bit. He wastes no time and goes up the long sleeves. Harry can't take it cleanly. Puts a tackle on. Ball there to be won. And the umpire, not in control, says high.
Yeah,
and it'll be a free kick.
The other one's looking straight at it. He was right there.
To Tarwin. Don't kick it backwards. I don't mind kicking it up the hill. Kick it up the hill, that'll do. Mark taken up here by McCall. McCall then goes into the forward 50. Looks for Allen, but it's not going to get there. Rhett. No, it's not Rhett Wiedemann this time. This time it's Brady Mitchell taking the mark. They've got the numbers back there, and Mitchell's kick stinks. He finds Ben Allen, who's a skipper for Tarwin, if you don't know him. Wrong colour jumper, buddy. And Allen sits over the top of it, and the umpire will run up the hill and ball it up. We'll ball it up, and Tarwin need the next one. And Jacko Wiedemann's going to do the ruck work. Jack Hayes comes back on. Jacko Wiedemann wins the tap. And we're just happy to see it over the boundary line there through Cole Yan. And we'll toss this one in right underneath Sam Crane, the stats man for Gippsland FM. It was Al, wasn't it? Tim's mate, Al?
Yeah, you could be right.
There we go. We'll toss it back in. Wiedemann goes thump. Can't get his fist to it. Ball pops out the back. Wiedemann there just floating by. Can't get his hands on it. Allen runs high side. Give it up to the skipper. They can't quite get it in his hands. Now maybe they do.
Fantastic.
Sharp from him. Del Pozo around the corner. Minor score only.
Good hands, though, wasn't it?
Elite hands, and we could have done with another goal there. Would have really set things alight for Tarwin as we get towards half-time. They move on to 16, native 2 goals 4, and they're facing Fish Creek's 6-6, which is 42. And Fish Creek will bring it back into play through Jared Walker.
Walker now with the ball in the back pocket or in the square. 1 bounce, 2 bounces, and away he goes. Gets a hand pass across to his teammate, finds him well. Gets Cameron, he kicks the ball up onto centre wing, but in the way is a Tarwin player. Tarwin Sharks now. They need to put more bite into their play. They come up forward into the half-forward line. 2 or 3 Sharks go for the ball. Can't pick it up, though. A chance now into the forward pocket. Ball goes out of bounds on the full 20 out from the Tarwin goal, but they really need some score on the board.
Hey, Dwayne, when do you think he'll fin-ish with those shark jokes?
It won't be till after the end of the game. There's blood in the water.
He's taking us to school.
Oh, scatter.
Some of these jokes are on a scale.
Oh, yeah, they're lorry scales.
So they bring it back into play, go bottom side. Jack Hayes puts his hands up, can't complete the mark, ends up on his knees like the guy at the end of Platoon, and the ball trickles over the boundary line and they'll throw it back into play.
Oh, we're having fun.
55 around from the Tarwin goal. They trail 16-42. We're up to about 20-something minutes, 24.
24, yep.
Yep, eyes aren't quite that bad yet. I'm usually pretty good with things that come in 24s as well. Wiedemann brings the ball to ground. Tarwin win it. They go backwards via the hands. Can't find a winner, though. Mitchell ends up with the footy. He turns. No, they don't turn it over. They keep possession of it and kick it up the half-forward line. Smothered as he kicked. Ball goes up and down the chimney. No one can take it at ground level. It's a hot footy to be won, and Fish Creek win it because that's what they've been doing. And now they've got blokes in front of the footy on their own. There's absolutely no one near him in the forward 50, but they've coughed up a free kick to Tarwin, and it saves them a goal. Absolutely 100% saves them a goal because Wilson was on his own. Ball ends up in Yan's hands. He goes in the Harley direction. Hayes just shoves him under the footy and allows the teammate to take the relieving mark, and they come high side. 2v1, ball at ground level. 2 should win, you would think. Rhett Wiedemann turns it over. Patako gets it, and then Wiedemann gets him and wraps him up in a big tackle. Right in front of the Fish Creek coach's box who applaud. Blaine Coates in the vicinity. Jacko Wiedemann to do the ruck against no one. I reckon he'll win the tap, and he does. Gets a handball to Mitchell, flicks it over the top. Coates can't take it cleanly. Patako's wrapped up in a tackle. Gets a shoot of the footy. No, he doesn't. And Coates stands over the top of him and says, I'll have a kick now. I'll have a kick just inside defensive 50. We're getting near half-time. I'm not going to do anything silly, although he's done something silly.
He has.
He's done something very silly, and it could cost him a goal. Yan from 45.
Misses.
Misses.
They need to kick those.
Crucial miss.
So would a synopsis be at the moment that the Tarwin Sharks have been well and truly grilled?
Can you drill sharks?
Grill.
Oh, grilled.
Yes,
yeah,
ball
right.
comes in high side. Mark taken up there by Kieran Dorling. He's still in the back pocket. He goes as far as he can. And look at the wind hold that one up. We're in for a big third quarter, I reckons. One at ground level by Tarwin. Snap around the corner. The players converge. Ball hits the ground. Snap around the corner. Get in! Get in the big sticks if you don't mind. Mahoney goes bang with another miracle snap.
We would have thought they were a bit flaky, the Sharks, but they've come back. Good stuff. No one got that one.
Trying hard to breathe here, Dwayne. But,
That's all right. You're right.
No, I was very happy with that, Flaky. Yeah,
Flaky,
good work.
yeah,
Good work by you.
It's taken me 2 quarters.
That's two this quarter, Mahoney. Absolute ripping snaps around the corner.
So is that batted or grilled?
Oh, I think we better stop.
3-5 plays 6-6, 42 plays 23. So it's back in the centre toss up there. Wiedemann's in there for Fish Creek. He gets the ball to ground. Siren goes, half time. 42 plays 23. Fish Creek in the lead. So that quarter, Fish Creek took ascendancy in the first part of the quarter, but the Sharks sort of came back a little bit towards the end.
Yeah, they did. So, well, let's give it to Sam. Over to you, Sam.
Right, centre clearances 7 to Fish Creek, 1 to Tarwin. Tackles, they got up to 24 Fish Creek. Tarwin was 19. The out on the fulls, in soccer terms, Tarwin won that 4 to 3. Free kicks, Fish Creek was 8 and Tarwin was 8. But the Tarwin free kicks were for head-eye tackles and kicking out on the fulls. And for Fish Creek, 3 of their free kicks they gave away for kicking out on the full.
Dwayne.
Yeah, the first part of that quarter, obviously Fishies set up the game for. I mean, they're only 19 points in front, but they've got the ascendancy in this third quarter, the wind. It's good to see Tarwin kick a couple of late ones. That was good. That'll give them some sort of hope, but they'll need to be very tight in this third quarter and make it a bit more of a grind. It's getting dark, and hopefully for Tarwin to get a bit of rain, I suppose, to sort of slow Fishy down. But they were hitting targets the second quarter, Fishy, and running really hard. So it's at the moment not looking good for Tarwin, but you just never know.
So 4 goals, 3 that quarter to Fish Creek. Tarwin scored 2 goals, 3, so they put a bit of effort into that term. And it's half-time now here at the footy. 6-6 plays 3 goals, 5. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes after some messages for the third quarter of this final between Fish Creek and Tarwin.
It's half time on
Hey, back here at the half-time break, it's 6 goals, 6:42 for Fish Creek, while Tarwin 3 goals, 5:23. Goal kickers for Fish Creek, we have Jack Wiedemann 1, Harrison Smith 1, Charlie Wilson 3, and Jack Hayes 1. For Tarwin, 2 miraculous goals by Toby Mahoney and 1 to Rem Del Pozo. So not a very big scoreline for the Tarwin side. We expected more from Tarwin, Dwayne.
Yeah, we did in that quarter. But Fish Creek showed their true colours. They're a very well drilled side, especially in finals. Totally different side to the first side. They hit targets, they ran, they spread the ball, whereas Tarwin just couldn't keep up and keep that pressure on. It's starting to get a bit wet here now again, but the wind going to the end that Fish Creek are kicking to is immense at the moment. So if Tarwin can do a 5-minute first 5 and 10 minutes, lockdown, man up, hard at the ball and the man, they might be half a chance. But if Fish Creek continue to go the way they're going to go, it could be over pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think a few of the quieter players for Fish Creek stepped up in that second quarter. Jacob Lammers in the middle and Blaine Coates, whose name I've mentioned a few times. They're just enigmatic types of players, and when they flick that switch, and you'd love to know whether you could get them to play a full 120 minutes, but they can seriously play some footy. And Charlie Wilson probably looks less like a full forward than most full forwards getting around in the competition, but he must be strong because they just can't move him, and he's so strong in the hands and usually a really good kick. We had the comical out of bounds on the full and hit the post and missed a couple that he should have got. But if you compare the way Tarwin have got their goals, a couple of snaps around the corner and, had to bust their guts to get there, Fish Creek go forward at will out of the middle, take marks and have shots. It's just not sustainable that Tarwin can stay in the contest.
Yeah, it's very hard for Tarwin at the moment. They've really got to put the pressure on this quarter. They've got to defend, I think, this term, because Fish Creek look like they may have the win this term.
Well, They have.
They have.
And they've got
and
the win.
If they get 3 or 4 goals or 5 goals even, it's goodbye to Tarwin. They just can't come back from that. It's going to be very difficult.
We spoke off air, Dwayne, about Tarwin didn't have a loose behind the footy in that first quarter. Fish Creek had no dramas with it, no ego. They just said, Wiedemann go and play behind the ball, and they played the 7th defender. Rhett came up to the ruck every now and again, and then Jackson would drop back behind the footy. And they rotated Hayes on and off a couple of times to keep him fresh in his first game back in a month. But they just set up so well behind the ball. I think Tarwin are going to have to, this quarter, play someone behind the footy.
Yeah, they're going to have to. They're going to have to try and block, maybe even 2, depends. If, like, Fish Creek get the first 1 or 2 goals, they're going to have to block them and hope that they'll only be up 3 or 4 down at 3/4 time, and with the win they might do something. But if it gets away to 5 or 6, Fish Creek will know how to lock them down in the last quarter and spread the ball and run and all that sort of pressure game that they're very good at.
And especially on the hill of this ground that Mirboo North brings, you just win the footy, you go down the hill, and so good luck coming back up.
Yep, stoppage after stoppage after stoppage, just get it over the line, kill the time, kill the clock.
I've got a suggestion for Darwin.
Darwin.
Have some of their most accurate, longest kickers outside the 50. If you get a quick kick out of the centre square, then sometimes I think you just got to go for broke, and you've got to have a high risk to get a high reward.
I don't think they have to go for broke just yet. It's only 19 points. So, how well they did in the first quarter, it was a pretty even quarter. If they can just make it even again and still be 19, maybe 25 down, there's the half a chance. But as you said, Sam, if Fishy kick the first 1 or 2, then they're going to have to go for break.
They could do worse and get Frankie Evans into the forward line for them.
He's kicked 6.
Frankie's got 5 and Carlton are up by 7 goals, if you don't mind. We may never lose again, the Bluebaggers.
Oh, hello.
Out of the woodwork we come.
There they come. Look out.
Looking in the middle now, it doesn't look like they've changed up too much in there to me. It's the same usual suspects. I suppose the argument there is Lockie Jones has said, right, you guys are our best 4, go in there and be our best 4. So no significant change in personnel. It still looks to me like it's O'Loughlin in the ruck, yep, and Yan's in there, and Batako's in there, and
Ben Chalmers.
Yeah, the skipper's in there as well, Chalmers. So That looks like about as good as it gets. Maybe Ben Allen slots in there as well at some point in time. Coates on a wing here's the one that I'm interested in. You're going to have to put someone on him and do a job. You're going to have to lock down on him, and I don't know if they've got that set up. We'll see which way they run when the ball gets bounced. I mean, the ball gets bounced and they both go in different directions. Blaine Coates is going to carve up again. But anyway, Truck, over to you as we get things
ball
underway.
back in the centre now. Lachlan gets the tap down for the Tarwin Shark. Rebound, gets a hand pass out. Now the Sharks are in way. Kick up towards their forward line with a hand pass out. Running onto the half-back line, but pick up by Fish Creek. Hands off the pack. Kick the ball up into their half-forward line. The ball goes out of play once more, far side. They turned a quick advantage to Fish Creek. They got the wrong bounce of the ball and carried it forward.
Well, Jack Wiedemann got the ball. That's why it's where it is. Fend off and kick.
Throw in now, far side, tap down. Sharks trying to get the ball out of congestion. They do. Hand pass. Kick bowed on to centre wing. Bad bounce there. Could have gone for the ball, but he didn't. As the ball goes towards the scoreboard now. The Sharks in possession. Got the running ball. One bounce, two bounce in front of the scoreboard. A kick up towards the forward pocket. No one down there, but a chance now for the Sharks. Good tackle put on there by the Fish Creek player. Couldn't get it. Running in quickly though was Mahoney. He tries to get the ball and the ball goes out of play. Right around from the left behind post.
Looks like Tarwin are trying to run the ball rather than kick it, aren't they? There's a couple of times they could have kicked it, but they're just hand passing.
Ball thrown in, a chance now for Jordan Staley. He can't pick up the ball, gets tackled. Umpire said play ball. Tarwin trying to attack, caught with the ball, 50 out, ball up by the umpire. So they're doing a little bit of attacking this term in their McCarthy. He can get the ball for the Tarwin side, kick off the ground. Can the Sharks do anything? They can't. They fall all over the ball. Umpire will come in, ball it up once again. A little bit closer to the Tarwin goal. Throw up again. Tap down in the square. Fish Creek can clear the ball. Tackle laid upon that player. Free kick in the back line for the Fish Creek side.
Lammers.
So he's has the chance of the ball. He goes wide. He goes for a run, goes for a hand pass to Smith, and then back to Lammers now. He kicks left foot into the space on centre wing. No one can get the ball. A chance coming down there for Jones for Tarwin. He puts a tackle on his opponent. Ball goes to ground. Plenty of players in there. Gavin Locke's in there. He gets tackled. Umpire says, my ball.
We might have to work out who number 4 for Tarwin is.
Yeah.
Don't have him on the team sheet, and I don't think he was in that jumper in the first half. So he's been around the footy a little bit, and he's about to be around it again because he's on Blaine Coates.
I think he might be number 6 in the first half.
Okay, well, Coates gets the handball out there towards Jacko Wiedemann, but he's turned it over, and now it's picked up there across half back by Lockie Jones, the coach. He punts it up to the forward line out in front of Mahoney. He gets around Hayes, puts a little kick out in front. Fish Creek will roll the dice here, and brave defence will pay off. They've run off at full back. Great work by Valenta. Got the ball forward to Hayes. Hayes gave it back to Valenta, who missed Wiedemann. So it might yet come undone if they can't swallow this grab.
Oof.
They get back in numbers again and kill the contest, and we'll ball it in. I don't mind that. Valenta backed himself and said, right, let's go and get the prune. Took off, rolled the dice, and worked well in the end. So we'll ball it in right in front of the scoreboard, which still reads 42 plays 23. A couple of minutes played here in the third term. Fish Creek going to the scoring end. They lead by 19 points. Tarwin, however, have had the forward 50s. Fishy win the stoppage and kick it up to centre wing. Classic 1v1 here. Ball's going to go free kick paid Tarwin. So O'Loughlin gets under... No, it's not O'Loughlin. It's Armstrong. Gets onto the left leg and turns it over at centre half back. And look at the spread. All running high side and creating all the space down the middle. and they've wasted it. Absolutely wasted it. And Tarwin said, there, have it back. Mahoney flies from behind. Ball gets out the back of the contest. Picked up nicely down there. Running around the corner. Straightens up. Shot on goal. Minor score only. And that'll get things underway here in the third term. They move on to 3-6-24 Tarwin. 6-6-42 Fish Creek. And they've got the ball across half back. And as soon as it's at half back, it's at the centre wing. And they're going to turn it over again here. And again, Tarwin just thump it back into that forward 50. Advantage the defenders. 3 of them fly, and 1 of them comes down with it. Sam, any luck?
No, I wouldn't ask the timekeepers.
Any luck? Yes or no? Okay, thank you. Play on, Fish Creek do across the half-back line. Out to centre wing they go, low side of the ground. Ball's been awarded a free kick to Fish Creek for interference in the marking contest. Handball given. Mitchell on the drive-by. He goes long in the Wilson direction, one-on-one. Hold back Wilson. Wilson nearly every day of the week. One-on-one in a marking contest. He's not big, but he's bloody strong. He used the hips and said, get out of the way, and takes a clunk 35 metres out on a 45-degree angle down the hill. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal to get things underway here in terms of goals in the third quarter for Fish Creek. He's already got 3 on the board. He comes in for the 4th, allows himself a little bit of wiggle room, and then just brings it back beautifully. Number 4 on the board. He's got 1 more than the opponents put together. I am Wilson, and I am good at footy.
Yeah, great kick there. Into the wind. Oh, with the wind, sorry. But they didn't kick so well in the first quarter with the wind. But, yeah, their field kicking's a lot better now. They've settled into the game. Tarwin, I find it. Well, Tarwin had a couple of chances there early to do something on the scoreboard. They're obviously running the ball. They're getting the ball enough. I like O'Loughlin's game for Tarwin at the moment. He's been going really well, but they're just not clinical enough.
No, like it can.
Back in the centre now. A chance for Fish Creek get the ball down, but they're snapped out by the Shark in the middle half forward. The umpire coming through. That quickly is Coates for the Fish Creek side, but a diving mark almost for the head down there in Chalmers. So we're waiting for the throw in right in front of us here.
Been good across half-back Chalmers, I reckon.
Yeah. Not too bad. As the ball comes, waiting for the throw-in, boundary umpire, big toss in, knocked down by Fish Creek, but goes to ground now. 3 or 4 players left it for Wiedemann. He gets the ball to ground now. 2, 3, 4 across to Wiedemann again. Quick hand pass out. 3 are there. Sharks is finally, he kicks the ball to the centre, but good defence there by Tarwin to get the ball out through Smith now for Fish Creek. Lines up the goal. Great mark in the last line of defence by Tarwin. They move the ball across, coming to Batako. He gets the missed kick, but a kick by Fish Creek to half forward, and the mark has been taken. 45 out for Fish Creek to Wayne.
Jack Wiedemann's pick has continued on from his second quarter, because the one person you don't want to kick it to when he's trying to press up is Wiedemann, because he takes a lot of intercept marks.
So Lehman's now half forward, 40 out. Could he put another one left foot kick? And that goes one behind only. A bad miss there for the Fish Creek side. They go to 7 goals, 49 to 36, 24.
So Tarwin will bring it back into play. They had it forward. They just couldn't manage to get it through the big sticks. And they go thump and kick it as far as they can to Staley. And it gets up outside 50, but it's coming straight back with a bit of GST on it as Fish Creek have turned it over. They immediately look high side, and that's where the footy goes. Mark taken there by Brady Mitchell. He's got leads coming at him left, right and centre. He goes in the Cameron and the Wilson direction. Drop mark by Coxedge. Cameron dishes a handball off. Coxedge in the position A for a beautiful little chip around the corner. And he takes the mark. You can have the shot on your own from there. It's going to be borderline impossible. But he's got the ball in his hands.
Throw in.
No, it must have gone out of bounds when they passed the ball to him. Well, there you go. Probably wouldn't have kicked it anyway. So,
No,
nonetheless,
probably not.
We'll toss it back into play. Shallow throw. Getting the tap down. Tarwin pushing the back, not paid. Stacks on the mill, nothing paid. Hot contest. Umpire says, give it to me. We'll ball it up again. So Staley doing the ruck work as well as playing a key defensive role when the ball's down here.
Important piece of information. Fish Creek, their contested possessions.
Okay, Sam, that can wait, mate. Ball's in the forward 50, hits the deck. Fish Creek pick it up, rapid fire handballs, hack the ball, trying to get it out of the defensive 50. Ball's at the top of the 50-metre arc. They hack it forward, Fish Creek. Tarwin, weighted numbers wins out initially. The stack's on the mill here, about 70 from goal. And the umpire will come in and toss it up. Sam, what did you have go?
Inside 50s, contested possessions, Fish Creek a double.
Thank you. Ball gets tossed up. O'Loughlin wins the tap down. Fish Creek get it in the hands of Lamas. He goes around the corner, looks for the lead-up option. Mark taken on the chest.
Cox Edge.
55 out by Cox Edge. Flicks off a little handball, smothered beautifully off the boot. Being a little bit cute here, Fishy. They might get away with it, though. And they do. Cameron, he goes with a little pass.
Oh, dear.
And the mark's taken. Harry Smith says, kick it to me. Kick it to me, he says. And he says, get stuffed.
Yeah.
I'm going back to kick the goal myself. Have you seen me play footy? I'm bloody good at it. My name's Jackson Wiedemann. So I reckon he might go fancy pants left foot banana from here. He's about 25 out down the hill. He comes in. He's going to go drop punt, by the way. He's holding the footy. And
it's a goal.
Like I said, my name's Jackson Wiedemann, and I am bloody good at footy. He's got to be in the argument for the medal at the end of the year, doesn't he? He's been absolutely outstanding every time we've seen him.
Give up. If he doesn't get the ball, you'll keep running and trying to get possession, or if he gets a possession, he looks for teammates. But if he's in the 50, he ain't giving it off. and why should he? Because he kicks them.
8-7 plays 3-6 Fish Creek now just starting to put the full pressure onto the Tarwin side. Tarwin have only scored one minor score this term, to 2 goals, 1 back in the centre.
Tarwin got to go for broke now. They just got to get it and get it
forward. Long, yeah. I think they're playing a spare man in defence, Fish Creek.
Tarwin are?
No, it's Fish Creek are as well. They've got one lone man down by himself in the back line.
Yeah, well, that's what they're doing. That's why the Tarwin have got the spare down back.
Yeah. So a chance now for Fish Creek. Smith is in there. He runs over the ball. Tarwin now comes through. Ball, says everyone, and the umpire heard the call, called a ball. Now quickly moving the ball across for the centre half forward. And a disputed mark. Ball goes to ground. Umpire come in, and the umpire says, my ball.
Oh, lucky to get away with that one.
So in the attacking zone for the Fish Creek side. Ball up, tapped. No one can get it. Grabbed out of the air by
Williams has got a head-eye free kick there.
So Luke is about
Luke
35.
now. Oh, hello. Is he related? Is he
related?
I thought he was just like Prince and Madonna, just operates under one name.
One name, yeah. Luke Williams now has the ball, centre half forward for the Tarwin side. He's already got...
I don't think he's kicked one, mate.
No, for Fish Creek. He hasn't kicked one yet.
He has now.
So running away with it now is Tarwin, their third goal for Fish Creek, for the third goal for the term.
Yeah,
it's time on the clock because that's their 25th inside forward 50 Fish Creek.
It's only 13 minutes gone, I think it is, something like that. So still another half to... Only halfway through this third quarter.
So 9-7 plays 3-6.
The wind's died a bit too, I think.
Just quickly heading around the grounds because we can. 18-10, 118 Carlton, 11-10, 76 Fremantle. Apparently the Dockers are on top of the ladder and good at footy or something.
They were.
Oh, well, Carlton must go okay too. Calm the baggers.
That's spot the Carlton supporters.
Back in the room, back in the middle we go. Up the big boys go. Wiedemann gets his hand to it, then goes down and does it at ground level as well. Flicks a handball forward. Mitchell goes for the big fist but can't be taken cleanly. Harry Smith ends up with it, but it's a free kick going the way.
Luke.
To Luke. Luke gets on the right shoe, kicks it up in the Wilson direction, or is that just Charlie these days?
No, it's Jackson.
It's Jackson. Jackson gets onto the left leg, goes around the corner, looks for Thomas. That's Thomas Cameron, but he can't get there. And the ball's won by Tarwin. They dribble, kick it out of their defensive area, but it's going to come back in pretty rapidly. Cameron goes out there and gets his hands on him, shoots a handball forward. They're doing it by hand rather than by foot. And the umpire's found a free, and there's a little bit of a scuffle.
Yeah, old Louis Armstrong, who's blowing the trumpet there.
Yeah, there you go. He says to himself, what a wonderful world. And Fish Creek bring it into the forward 50. Harrison goes back with guts.
Oh, yes.
I like that. Bit of ticker in the kid. Ball at ground level to be won. Snap round the corner from a million miles away. And it's a throwback to the first quarter. There it is. We've got another out of bounds on the full.
Luke.
By Luke. And Tarwin say, we're going to go defensive side, bring it in rapidly and go down the hill. Jones now finds a target on the half-back flank. They just look to settle things out. They really need to score next or just make sure Fish Creek don't score again, and that's not going to help when you turn it over on centre wing, although they've won it back. 2v1, the one wins it, and Tarwin might have a Lucy in front of the footy. If they don't, wait for it. Kick it out of bounds on the full. It's back. It's bloody
throw in, I think.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's contagious as the bloody coronavirus out of bounds on the full nonsense. And maybe that's what Tarwin need, Dan Andrews, to lock the joint down.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, we'll throw it in on centre wing. Ball gets out the back of the contest. It's there to be won at ground level. Stacks on the mill. They pile in. And the umpire says, give it to me, we'll toss it in the air. See if you can get a clearance here, Truck.
Well, I don't think so. Ball back up again. Tap down though. No one can get the ball again. It's eventually Fish Creek get the ball up to their half-forward line.
Good shot.
Bounced over the top, pushing the back. Players are rolling in over the ball. Free kick paid though to
Tarwin.
Tarwin now can move the ball onto their half-back line. Out of their defensive 50, Tarwin. Chasing a deficit now, 3-6 to 9-7. Big long kick. That's taken a lot of distance. Push out, shove. No can get the ball. Ball thrown in far side of the ground.
Yeah, lights have got to come on here shortly, I reckon.
It's getting very dark down here. Hang on, open the window. That's better.
So 9-7-61 plays 3-6-24, 16 minutes played. Ball on the far side of the ground. Truck trying to get a clearance here to break things open. Over to you.
As we get the throw in again. No one can get the full tap. Ball goes to ground. Fish Creek now get the ball. Kick up to their half-forward line. One-on-one down there. Ball running free and running over the boundary line for another throw-in. In front of the light tower, which should be on by now, but it's not. Getting very dark out here at Mirboo North. A few cars out there with the lights on. If you're listening, flash your lights out there. Yeah, heaps of them. Look at them all.
Yeah, no.
Throw in there as the ball goes to ground now with a tackle laid on the Fish Creek player. Players are coming in and we'll get another ball up. 50 out from the Fish Creek goal. So they lead 9-7 to 3 goals, 6. Toss up again. Win by the Tarwin side. But can they do anything with it? Have the ball now on the centre wing.
Guess what?
It's out on the full.
Hit 2 cars in a row. Well done.
Double doink out in the full.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. But we need a panel beater to sponsor us, I reckon.
Yeah, that'd be
Absolutely.
good.
They can sponsor the out on the fulls.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, there you go, Greg. Write that one down.
Yep, panel beaters.
Jack Hayes with the ball. Centre wing, low side of the ground. We can put a light on top of Jack. He's a pretty tall unit out there. He might help us. He goes with a long kick into the forward 50. Stefani sets himself, gets 2 hands to it, can't complete the mark. It comes to the ground. Tarwin winning the ground level, just a hack kick forward. Big spoil in the contest, almost gets it back in the forward 50 for Fishy. Little sneaky pants handball over the top, Harlem Globetrotter style.
Not going to do it.
Yeah, probably would have thrown that on the shoe and got it as far away as possible personally, but nonetheless, it's easy when you're up here and it's bloody hard when you're out there. And the umpire trots on in to ball it up. 50-metre arc, Cummings wins the space. Rhett Wiedemann gets over the top of him and the umpire says, you did it unfairly, Rhett. And the free kick will go the way of Tarwin. They do come high side temporarily. A little kick to the coach and he sits underneath it at centre half back and marks and then he goes full top side. Here we go. We're up the hill. Fergus Warren with it, the man with 2 first names. Someone get him a surname. And the kicking lesson. He turns it over here on the half-back flank. Fish Creek strong at the footy. A big collision, if you don't mind.
Louis Armstrong.
He's a fighter, old Louis, isn't he?
He is. He's been very good.
Yeah, so we'll toss this one up. It'll be Wiedemann versus Cumming. Cumming wins it again. Wiedemann goes back in and gets tackled. Flicks a handball up. No one can take it cleanly initially. It's there to be won at ground level. Picked up by Yan. He's wrapped up in a tackle. Ball gets forced down the hill.
Haven't seen much of Yan today, have we, Jude?
No, he's been relatively quiet. And the ball now will be balled up. Centre half forward for Tarwin. They've got to be the next to score and probably the next again after that to be any show coming home with the breeze. They win the ball forward from the contest, but they can't get possession.
Gave a free kick away there.
And the umpires found a Stephen Freebie. And it will go the way of Fish Creek on the half-back flank. They're probably okay with getting themselves without giving them more. And they go long down the line. Jackson Whedon sets himself, can't complete the mark, and we've got it out of bounds. As the rain starts to tumble down now as well.
Yep.
As if it wasn't going to be hard enough already. And Carlton get the job done 119 to 82. Probably makes me unavailable grand final weekend for any functions. I'll be sleeping out for tickets.
Good luck.
So Tarwin win the contest, get the ball back in the middle of the ground.
That's coming from a Collingwood supporter, so you're rubbing it in today, I tell you.
And the umpire now will come in and ball it up. We've gone over 20, and at 61 plays 24. There's 6 goals in it, and Tarwin have managed to kick 3 for the day. Not even sure Lloyd Christmas gives them a chance at this stage. And the ball gets out the back of the contest here. They do win it at Tarwin. They hack the ball forward, but it's all downhill. But it does advantage them initially. They've got to play it down there. It gets a little bit fancy. Gets around 1 and 2. Little chip pass comes in.
They're not working, those little chip passes.
And Mark cut off. And Fish Creek win the ball in the back pocket. And that little chip pass works, but that's a bloke in a red and white jumper, and they've been working fairly well today. I've got the binoculars on, and I still can't tell you who it is. It's getting a bit murky, and it's getting a bit dark, and it's getting a bit wet. It's getting a bit garbage is what it's getting. As the rain really starts to sheet down
it's starting
now.
to come down now.
Just exactly what we wanted. And there's
The crowd's going too.
a few cars starting to hit the road.
Well, they've been probably dented by all the kids out in the full.
And they've obviously got the radio on as they pull out as well. They listen to the game on the way home.
Yeah.
And Greg King's big sports wrap up afterwards.
Yep.
Jackson Wiedemann at half forward as the ball goes through his fingers. Harrison Smith at ground level. Kicks it in front of himself. Now picks it up. Gets just half a little shoe on it. Bit of shin maybe. But it's turned over. And Tarwin win it at the half back line and kick it up to the centre of the ground. And it's won there by Coates. Coates goes backwards to go forwards. They now kick in the Wilson direction.
Oh,
Doesn't quite get as far as him, and the mark's taken. 25 out directly in front.
great pass by Mitchell. Looks like Coxedge again, is it?
It's definitely got a 3 in it, and it's not Coates. So let's run with Levi. And he's not related to Laurie. He's not related to Laurie, but it's still in the genes, if you know what I'm saying about Levi.
Yep.
As he comes in.
Hello, that's a good one. That's the best one for today.
And goes skinny side for a minor score only.
Yeah, a lot of denim there.
Oh, my, Sam.
Oh, slow down, Tiger.
Yes.
Okay, Warren with the ball now for the Tarwin side. Kicks out to the forward back pocket. Tarwin in possession. Half forward, half back
Not
line.
anymore.
No, they get that knocked over. Oh, good bump there by
Luke.
Luke gets the tap down, but Tarwin now fighting hard for the possession. Ball running free, pushing and shoving out there. There's a lot of physical stuff down there as the ball goes to ground, running free, like a rugby tackle, with no one can get in control of the ball. Umpire will come in, ball it up, about 70 out from the Fish Creek goal. They're 9 goals, 8 playing, 3 goals, 6, ball up. Right on the point of the square, knocked down. Ball goes to ground now. No one can get it now. Fish Creek, trial of hand pass. They can get it out, tackle, ball free, free kick to the Tarwin side, taken there by Allen. Ben Allen's kick over to centre wing, finds his man down there. Can they run with the ball? Oh, smothered well by the Fish Creek player who gets the rebound now. Picking it up, kicking, tackled, keeps running, short kick up, and the ball goes out of play, and we'll get a throw in once more far side of the ground.
You reckon we've got time for a late one, Dine?
Drink.
Goal.
Oh, okay.
23 and a half played, 62 plays 24. Fish Creek in the lead, doing it comfortably. Dwayne's already thinking about drinks. I'm thinking about goals.
Sorry.
I'm thinking about thinking. It's overrated. Just get another drink in, as Robbie Williams said, the great modern-day philosopher.
And no one wants to get the ball that's over the boundary line. So some supporters got to get out in the rain, go and get it.
I think the rain stopped, hasn't it?
It has.
Yeah. It's sort of a brief shower across the ground.
Yep.
Throwing now, far side. The boundary umpire looks, throws, going there, Wiedemann, but he gets bumped to the ground. There's a chance now for Fish Creek to go forward, kick off the ground required. They eventually get a hand pass out up into the forward pocket, but a safe mark in defence taken there by
Staley.
Daly of the Tarwin side. He goes towards the broadcast side. Now taps the ball on the boot and kicking up forward in there. Great mark
Louis
taken there.
Armstrong.
Louis.
He's been good.
He's worthy of the Tarwin shirt this afternoon. He goes into centre half forward, but the good knock by the
man formerly known as Williams.
Yes, he gets the
tapped
ball.
that over the line.
He did. Nice haircut.
Got to wash behind your ears with a haircut like that.
know.
don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
That seems to be a very common practice, that haircut, but it's picked up by Ben Allen for the Tarwin side up into their forward line. Can they do anything with it? They haven't scored for quite a few minutes, but they get tackled, but it's too strong. Fish Creek, there's about 5 of them down there. They eventually get the ball out. Siren goes, 3/4 time. 9 goals, 862 plays, 3 goals, 624. Definitely not a quarter that Tarwin would have liked, Dwayne.
Yeah, not really, but they didn't get blown out of the water. There's only 6 goals down. Fair breeze in the last quarter. Who knows what'll happen, but, you know, realistically, Fish Creek have got this game won. They've just got to run it out and play smart footy, which they normally do. Sam?
Yes, well, the inside 50s is a big one because Fish Creek racked up 72, playing a bit like Carlton with their very good contested possessions.
72.
They had 38 inside 50, 6 clearances, 28 massive mongrel tackles, and the only thing...
How many normal tackles?
The only thing in soccer terms that Tarwin won was the out on the full, so won that quarter 4-3. They were blitzed by Fish Creek in the contested, uncontested possessions. They had a meagre 8 inside 50s. That's because of the pressure work and their contested work. One kick behind the ball, don't you think?
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, interesting comparisons there with some of the figures, but you can looking at the scoreboard, 9-9-3-6. You know that Fish Creek did well that quarter. They kicked 3 goals, 2 to 1 behind. But what we might do is go back to the studio for some messages. Come back here for what we hope is an exciting last quarter, where Tarwin hope to be putting more on the scoreboard.
It's 3.
So a chance. Hopefully, well, the wind. Looking at the flags, the wind sort of died down a little bit. But well, Tarwin really need to get a boost on this quarter. Otherwise, that's their season gone.
Interesting, Lockie Jones, the Tarwin coach, is they're the first side back out there, so he hasn't gone over the top with instructions or any rah-rah pump-up. He's just said, righto, boys, get back out there and play footy, because the Fish Creek boys are just dispersing their huddle now, and, yeah, would have thought the side that was behind would probably have the most to say, Truck, but I guess he likes to keep it simple, perhaps.
That's it, yeah. Do it or else.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, they're going to have to kick 8 goals this quarter. They've kicked 3 in the first 3, so... Yeah, it's not likely, but if they were to happen to get the first 2 quickly, you know, confidence and a bit of momentum behind them, you never know your luck, but it would seem a forlorn chance given the way they've kicked their 3 goals so far have been brilliant snaps around the corner rather than taking a mark and kicking a goal, which seems like a sustainable way to build a score. So,
have you seen any changes made by Tarwin?
They're definitely trying to take Jack Hayes out of the play, so they've brought him to the top side of the wing here with his opponent, trying to get him from behind the footy. They were trying to drag him deep last quarter, but Jack just wouldn't go with them. So they've brought Troy Harley round to the wing to maybe take Jack out of the way. But back in the middle we go. O'Loughlin goes up and can't win the clearance. Wiedemann does it at ground level to Lammers. He goes forward and it goes low side of the ground. Foot races on. Harmer leads in the chase down there. Smith puts his head over the footy and gets wrapped up in a tackle straight away. And I think we'll see plenty of this quarter. Fish Creek win the footy and go low side. Stoppage footy, congest it, contest it, and then just go about their business and worry about next week. So the ball gets tossed up, the ball comes down, and Tarwin are able to break free with a series of handballs. They get it on the outside. The kick, though, is going to go straight down Rhett Wiedemann's throat, and Wiedemann looks to have set up behind the footy again. He comes inboard to Hayes. Looks a little ungainly, but his kick's pretty accurate. Straight through the hands of Blaine Coates, who just didn't catch it. But he goes back in and picks it up and then kicks it along the ground to remind us what the first quarter was all about. Wilson comes in and creates a little bit of space for some hard body work. Harry Smith flicks a handball off there to a teammate. They go forward. Can't quite pick it up cleanly. It was Walker. He gets bundled out of the way. Now the big Stefani man bends down and picks it up and goes right foot boonah. And he's triggled it through the big sticks, and that's the goal we didn't need for the contest and the game. Shut the gate. This one's over.
Wilson was good there, wasn't he? Body, he didn't get a possession, but he knocked a couple of blokes out and made space for Jackson Wiedemann to get a hand pass into that congested position, and then they scored a goal. So it's the work they do off the ball that sort of sets Fishy apart.
10 goals, 8 plays, 3 goals, 6. Great goal there for the Fish Creek side. They're looking to play in next week's final now, creating a 7-goal buffer. Back in the middle, tap down. Wiedemann gets the tap down for Fish Creek, but a good play there by the Chalmers again for the Tarwin side into their forward pocket, running there, good defensive, and it's an own. Behind.
Own goal.
Yeah, own goal.
You
put on by Tarwin side as they pushed it through. So kick out now by Fish Creek from fullback. Going to the far side, a chip kick. Looking for a one there, good intercept there. Ball goes to Fish Creek. Playing from behind up to centre wing. Great mark taken down there. Now the Creek are flying from the middle. The Roos are on the hop. Now up in the centre.
Low.
To the half-forward line. Now they're just got there waiting for the chip hand pass. Quickly up to half-forward onto the Smith right in front of the scoreboard now.
Wiedemann again.
Wiedemann.
He passed it to Smith. You're
Smith,
right,
yeah.
but Wiedemann's foot skills amazing.
So Smith now, he goes inboard looking for his teammate.
There he is.
He finds Wiedemann. Long kick, long.
Oh, hit the top of the post.
And it's only a minor score. But, well, good effort there by the Fish Creek team.
You have him in your Supercoach side, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd have him in any side I had anything to do with. I'd have him in the Carlton side at the moment, the way he's going. And so Tarwin will come high side, look to bring it back into offence. Hayes says, not on my watch. Cuts it off and finds Coates. Coates gets on the left shoe and goes right up the top of the hill. Can't take the ball cleanly at ground level. We're picking it up. His Cox edge. He gets wrapped up in the tackle, goes back to Coates. Coates is getting his hand held like he's on a first date. Buy him some flowers and take him out for dinner. Ball trickles over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in about 50 metres around.
You don't see that very often.
No, well, that's a new world.
It's not our world, but it's a new one.
50 metres around from the Fishy goal, who leads 69 to 25 high. Stefani does the ruck work, brings it down to Cameron. Cameron rolls off 1 and 2, gets the handball back to Wilson. Wilson's flying, snap on goal, minor score only. And I can't wait to be there the day that he goes off and starts kicking straight, Wilson. He's going to kick 15 one day. He's a freak. Nonetheless, Tarwin bring it back into play. Turn it over. Stefani goes up and takes it. Tries to handball over a bloke who was sitting on top of him virtually. Doesn't manage to achieve that. Goes back in and makes a second effort at it. Hot footy to be won. Ben Allen wins at the little man. Gets around 2 or 3. Right foot outside a shoe. And a little bit of smarty pants football there by Fish Creek. Don't get ahead of yourself, lads. Just bend over and pick it up. Be smart. Tarwin keep winning. Chalmers again kicks the ball forward. Umpire's found a free kick. And it's going to come back. And Chalmers is rightfully saying, well, what about the fact I just kicked it in the forward 50?
And my mate marked it.
To a 2-on-2 where one of my mates caught it. Anyways, meanwhile, back at the ranch, they now go low side. Kick it down there to where one of the Wiedemans is, and you're just not going to win.
No.
He finds Hayes. He finds a teammate in Smith, and they're just doing it via hands. Now they're taking the mick. Mitchell gets onto it. He dances around one on centre wing like he's nailed to a tree. Gives the go.
Yeah.
Gets a handball back. Fumbles it. Even when they fumble it, they look classy. They've still got the footy. Stefani comes in, lasers a pass in.
Oh,
Wilson marks it at ground level. And that is some serious footy. If you compare that to the crap we saw in the first quarter, you wouldn't believe it's the same human beings playing the same game.
Definitely better style of play by Fisher Creek in the front of the scoreboard. Wilson already 4 goals on the board.
Geez, you'd put Jacko on ice, wouldn't you? Now.
Yeah, well, he's not going to get no league votes today, so you might as well sit him down.
Well, yeah.
So Wilson comes in from about 45, slightly downhill. So they'll have to kick at the best of 50. Little arc on the kick, on its way. Might actually drop short, this one.
It does.
It does drop short. No one able to complete the mark in the back half for Tarwin. A little hack kick forward. It's a 1v1 out here. Tarwin are going to win it with another shoe off the ground, but it's going to come back. It's going to come back pretty rapidly, although it's gone off the side of the boot and gone low side, so it's not really much danger down there. And a clever little tap eye over the top to Tarwin, and they're into a little bit of space here. Mark the footy out on the wing.
Chalmers.
And Chalmers, he's been good, Super Nintendo Chalmers. Kicks up to the hot spot.
Oh, good mark.
Mark taken by Troy Harley. And that's probably Tarwin's best passage of play of the day, turning defence into attack, and Harley marks 25, 30 metres out directly in front. On today's form, you'd say he's only even money to hit the Southern Hemisphere. Over the season's form, though, you'd say he'll go back and drill it for sure.
Yeah, he's humming like Harley. I reckon he'll drill this.
So in he comes. 30 out, directly in front, 4-step run up, pokes at it.
Got it.
Put it through the big stick zone, that's all that matters. And then there's a little bit of how you're going afterwards, a little bit of push me, shove you. And that's the Fish Creek coach in there, Jared Walker, just getting a couple of hands in his chest from Rem Del Pozzo.
He's not happy, Rem, is he?
Yeah, I'm not sure why you'd bother. You're down by 8 goals.
That's
and,
right.
All the runners in there now. I think the runner could do well to get out of there. I think the runner's gone in there to drag the coach out. You don't see that too often. But nonetheless, Harley's goal counts. It's gone on the scoreboard, 4-7-31 to 10-10-70. Best passage of play of the day for Tarwin. Let's see if they can butter it up and do it again.
39 points.
It's still a big margin in the game, though, with Fish Creek easily winning. 7 goals gone in this last quarter. Ball back in the centre. Nullified each other in the ruck, but Wiedemann's now. He tries to kick the ball off the ground. He can't do so. Tarwin shoving. Could have been a collision of 2 players down there. Was so as Tarwin now have to defend as Fish Creek get the ball in front of the scoreboard. And the ball should run out of play. Does so in front of the board. 10-10, 4-7. Fish Creek leading. Bit of a collision there in the centre, but players are all okay. So we haven't had any serious fisticuffs or any this afternoon. It's been fairly close and interesting game. Physical at times, but not too rough. Ball is in dispute. Tarwin get the ball out from their centre wing. Over on the ball now. Can Fish Creek do something with it? They can. They get a chain of hand pass. Quickly move the ball up to centre half forward where a mark, no, not disputed. But they eventually get the ball to Smith. But interception there by Chalmers. He gets a hand pass by Tarwin now. Can they run with the ball? They can. Centre wing up to their half forward. Push out there. A chance now for one-on-one. But it's a good hand pass across to Jared Walker for Fish Creek. Nearly gets grabbed. Could have run too far, but wasn't. And Tarwin now take a relieving kick on centre wing as they go up to their forward. It could have been a free kick. It was.
Yeah. Marking contest. He was pushed out.
3 or 4 Fish Creek players come over the top of the Tarwin player.
Troy Harley.
And Harley, who scored their last goal. So Harley now has a chance maybe for a number 2. As Dwayne said earlier, a couple of quick goals here would just create a little bit of doubt in the mind of Fish Creek, although they're leading fairly comfortably.
And here comes the rain again.
Yeah, so Harley now lines up the from left to right. His kick is
no good.
shanked to the left, and it goes
Shank to the right. 1 point.
1 point only. Didn't see what the goalie did there. 4 goals, 8 to 10-10.
So Fish Creek to bring the ball back in, last line of defence. The coach again kicking in. Goes in the Wiedemann direction, which is usually not a bad play in A or B. They win in the ground level. Ball ends up in Fish Creek hands. Cameron up on the wing. It's a long way from the goal scorer where he spent most of the day. A little soccery do. Finds a teammate lace out. Going back with the flight of the footy. Stefani with Ticker. Can't complete the mark. Tarwin win. And they're starting to play some reasonable footy here, Tarwin. If they can find a winner at half forward, they can. Ball's going to come in now, inside 50. One handball too many, perhaps. No, they've opened it up nicely. Ball ends up in the hands now of McLeod. He's got one going back to goal. It's a 1v1. Del Pozo being held on to.
Yep.
You can see the jumper getting pulled away. You cannot complain about that when you've got a handful of jumper.
It's Harley again, is it?
I think it's Del Pozo, isn't it?
32.
Harley.
21.
Yeah, 23.
23. Troy Harley.
We've been no good at bingo between us.
We'll get there.
So Harley now is only 25 metres out 15 metres out on a slide angle when he kicks it. He wastes no time. He does poke at this one again, but this time he finds the big sticks.
Oh, it's good. Good that they're fighting back. They've deserved it. They've tried hard all day. Good
They've just started to win across half forward a little bit, I feel, here. I don't know whether Hayes has been taken out of the game.
It's just coming back on again.
Yeah, that might be where they're falling down because they've spent all day trying to get Hayes out of centre half back. They've finally achieved it and kicked a couple of goals. So the operation was a success, but the patient died, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, he's resurrected and come back on.
So he's gone back in there now to stand next to Harley.
Yeah, that'll slow him down a bit.
So back in the middle we go. We can do with a big finish here, something to get us up and about in the last 10 or 12 minutes of play. 12 and a half gone, 70 plays 38. A couple more Tarwin goals would do nicely and we'd really get excited, but failing that, let's see what we can do out of the middle. O'Loughlin wins it.
Oh, he's been great.
And he goes thump. He goes a big barrel. 1v1 in front of the footy.
Oh, Harley's marked it.
Hello, Harley. He's outmarked Jack Hayes. And he's going to go back from about 20 out on the slightest of angles again. And this could be back-to-back goals for Tarwin. And Lloyd Christmas just about to sit up, I reckon. So when he comes, pokes at it again. He doesn't want to damage the footy. He finds the big sticks. Still not enough enthusiasm on the field for my liking, but the crowd getting up and about.
So has he kicked their last 3 goals?
Yes.
He has, and 3 goals for the quarter, so 3 goals to 2 behinds this quarter by Tarwin. So they have come back a little bit, making the game very competitive this last quarter. 10-10 plays, 6 goals, 6. So it's still behind. 6-8, 44. So, it's making very competitive this term.
Yeah, they've had a bit of a bite this time round. Sharks.
You're trying to bait me, aren't you?
Back in the middle we go. Allow me to have the
got it
sensible
again.
one as O'Loughlin does it again out of the middle. Ball forward. Stick your head over
He
it.
had a look, didn't he?
And then we're going to go forward again, though. That's not bad play there by Lockie Jones, the coach.
Oh.
Ball ends up at half forward. Just a stoppage here will do. A stoppage will do. I like this Harley get up to the contest and take Hayes away from the square, leave Del Pozo one out. But instead, Harley goes back. And then Wiedemann goes back. And then Tarwin have got 3v2 behind the footy. They win it. 3v2 behind the footy, like I said. And if no one's touched that,
It's a goal.
it's another one to Tarwin. Now the Sharky boys are believing.
Well,
Now there's a little bit of hope.
I don't know who scored that one.
He's
can hear the-
everyone's hand right now. Number 11.
Number 11. Well, Hetherington.
Yes.
So, mate, it's a game, they're making a game of it. They're not
20
lying
points,
down.
and it's only 14 minutes.
4-2 this quarter to 2 behind. So they're I don't know what they had in a cordial or three-quarter time, but they certainly picked themselves up a little bit. The sun's coming out. Brilliant sunshine here at Mirboo North.
Whatever O'Loughlin had, we'll have a kilo of it up here. Thanks
That's
very
it,
much.
yeah.
And he goes again, the big man, and wins
He's
it
got it.
again. Kicks round the corner, ball gets the half forward again. A big fish from Fish Creek to Coates. Coates quick snap round the corner. When you're going to play one behind, the opposition have one behind, and that's who wins it.
Lachlan
They
again.
just need O'Loughlin to get the shoot of this footy, and he can't.
Oh,
Cruel.
it is.
It's cruel. Stefani will take the free kick. And I wouldn't be surprised if he just settled it down with a little sideways kick here, but instead of that, he goes in the Wilson direction. Probably not a bad option.
And he's taken the mark,
He had
Wilson.
4 blokes.
He
2
just stood
jumped
his
in
ground.
front, 2 jumped behind. He stood on the ground and the ball landed in his guts.
That's not the first time today that's happened.
He's
Where he just judges it a lot better than the others.
Reading it better than the other humans out there. And this will be the settler they didn't know they needed that they actually needed.
Yeah.
And again, it's come from O'Loughlin. It's just the wrong end this time for the Tarwin boys. So 70 plays 50. 76 plays 50. And that might be a bridge too far as we tick over about 16 minutes played.
Yep.
5th goal for Charlie Wilson.
Yep, and like a good kangaroo, it dropped into its pouch.
Into its pouch, Sam.
Yeah, in between a couple of trees.
Sam's just butchered the English language.
11-10-76 plays 7-8-50. So a good timely goal there by Fish Creek to bring the game back into context for them. 5 goals to Charlie Wilson up front. One of the forwards of the day, but Troy Harley's come back for the Fish Tarwin side with 3 goals. In over the top of the ball. Players are rolling all over. Umpire will come in, ball it up on centre wing.
Fish Creek runners out there barking orders. Someone's not where they're supposed to be. Yeah. And Blaine coach has just told him, how about you wander back over there, champ, and let us worry about what's going on the field. As Stefani wins another free kick in the middle of the ground. And he kicks it up there to a teammate. He's all on his own in the half-forward flank. His name's Jackson Wiedemann, and he's having possession number 40,000. He's 75 out. With a touch of breeze, I'd back him. But instead he goes for the short option. The big boys fly. Ball comes to ground. It's won at ground level by Chalmers, who gets ripped off the footy without possession. And the umpire says you can have the kick.
O'Loughlin again. He's been everywhere.
He's absolutely in everything, O'Loughlin. And he kicks long down the line, looks for Staley. Staley gets underneath the contest, which could advantage his side if they can win it out the back.
Ooh.
Nice little bit of tunnel ball there. And Coxedge flicks a handball over the top. And a free kick paid, advantage paid even after coach stopped. And he just kicks sideways to the cricket pitch. Mark taken. And they just steady the ship here a little bit through Kieran Dorling. He goes down towards the leading forward option, and the free kick's been paid.
So Wilson again.
The free
Don't know
kick's
if it
been
was
paid.
there, though, Jeep.
He doesn't need them anyway, but he'll take them. So he's going to be about 40 out when he kicks it slightly down the hill. At 76 plays 50. If it's not already over, this will make sure of it. And probably a bit of a sad way for it to finish with a couple of free kick goals to Fishy. Not they don't deserve to win, but Tarwin were just starting to have a little sniff. But in comes Wilson. Kick on its way. Oh, gee, he's good at footy. He is real good at footy, is our mate Wilson. I said he kicked 15 one day. He might bloody well do it today. He's unbelievably good.
Well, if he kicks straight early, he's had a couple on the full, couple of points, couple of posters.
So the winner of today gets, next week.
No.
So the winner of today, Sam, will play the winner of tomorrow's game.
2 winners. Yep.
NDU Thorpe, which will be interesting. Especially if it's MDU, I think.
12-10 plays 7-8. So it's interesting. 4 goals to Tarwin this term. 2 goals to
Fisher
Fish
dropped one
Creek.
back. Walker's by himself back there, so just
Back
set
in
up
the
shop.
centre, they get the knockdown. Is Tarwin put the pressure on the player with the ball, who was a Fish Creek player, and we'll get a throw up back in the centre again. Tap down. No one can get the kick. Pushing and shoving. 2 Fish Creek players knocked each other over. Ball back in half forward, but safe mark in defence. Taken there by Coates. Coates. He goes short.
Lammers.
Finds his man too. Staley.
Lammers.
Lammers now has the ball on centre wing for the Fish Creek side. Doesn't put much effort into the kick. Up to there's about 5 or 6 Fish Creek players. They end up with the ball coming across now with the ball was Mitchell. He goes and gets tackled. Good play there by Tarwin. Bring the ball out of play. Throw in required on the within the 50 of the attacking zone for Fish Creek. So Fish Creek now just declaring up. 3 or 4 players wanting to come on before the siren. Throw in now. Brilliant sunshine out there as players that tap on the ball. Fish Creek can't get it out. Tarwin though with a series of handballs, and the umpire says free kick and take the ball back to the Tarwin side on the half-back line. So yeah, they get the free kick. I don't know why the umpire actually took it back.
Yeah.
No one really wants to go for the ball. Pick up the ball and run. Go on, run. No, he doesn't want to do. Doesn't want to run.
Oh, well, he would, but he's not allowed. Good pass.
Batako, he gets the pass across to Ben Allen. Allen now his kick half forward, looking forward, nearly find his teammate. Ball goes out of play, and we'll get a throw in once more. But Fish Creek do a lot of changing here. They do 2 or 3 players at once. Bring them on, take them off, give them a bit of a blow, rest, throw in, forward pocket for the Tarwin side. Can they get the tap? They eventually get the ball. Kick off the pack by Del Pozo, and the ball goes out of play.
Might have
full.
been Staley kicking it out on the full out of the ruck there.
Yep.
12-10, 7-8, throw, free kick for the Hill End side.
Hill End?
Yeah,
hello.
sorry. Fish Creek side. I don't know where I am today.
Stony Creek, mate.
So Fish Creek then just make an absolute mess of that. Go up and down the chimney. Jared Walker gets taken high by a teammate, and the umpire's giving him a free kick for being near high.
Yep. That wasn't there.
Nonetheless, he'll take the kick and just settle the ship here and just calm the boat somewhat. He's always going to go on that left leg, and you know it's going to come this side. The boys set up for it, and seconds grab there of the footy, and a nice mark taken by Brady Mitchell. He now goes as long as his right leg will take him, gets out the back of a contest there to a one-on-one.
Good mark.
But is it really a one-on-one when it's Wilson? Because he just does what he wants. Harrison Smith goes back with a fly to the footy. The ball goes over the top of his noggin. Chalmers picks it up down there under all sorts of duress, flicks a handball out. No one can take it cleanly. And then Charlie Wilson says that's how you pick it up cleanly. It just dives on through the pack and grabs the prune like he's grabbing a loaf of bread off the shelf. We'll have a stoppage here on the half-forward flank. It's 82 plays 50. It's 5 goals in it. There's 23 minutes gone. It's been a ripping contest for 3 quarters. The first quarter was horrible. And Fish Creek will win it out of the ruck battle by Stefani, but his kick's picked up at half back and hacked forward, but only as far as Coxedge, who marks centre wicket. And and I do mean centre wicket because there's a cricket pitch out there. He comes up the hill to a 3v1. 3v1 favouring the opposition, though, which was strange, and Tarwin win it. Well, probably should have charged that and marked the footy, I would have thought, but nonetheless, done all right on the rebound. Plenty of time, and then too cute by half turns it over, but does go back and try and undo the mistake. Oh, no, we've gone back to the first quarter here. Someone changed the video. I've seen this show before. And the umpires found a free kick. I reckon he'd have enough of it as well. And the free kick's going to go to Hetherington, I would suggest. No, it's not. He's gone back like it was his.
2 minutes 30 to go.
Batako.
But Batako's got it. Hetherington snuck forward looking for another goal. Batako comes high side to the lead. The big boys fly. No one can take it at ground level. Hetherington gets a little shoe on it. It stacks on the middle high side. Fish Creek will just throw this over the boundary. And that's exactly what they do. And there's a couple of minutes to go, Truck. You called the first couple of minutes of the final. You may as well call the last couple as well.
You can't see it.
That's a full stitch-up job because he cannot see a thing for the flags and the brick wall as the umpire will toss this one back into play. And now you can go, Truck.
As the ball goes to ground now, Fish Creek get tackled, thrown to the ground. Umpire says, my ball. Footy out from the Tarwin goal. Score 12-10, 7-8 with Tarwin trailing, but in their attacking zone. Ball back up again, tap down. No one can get the clear kick of the ball. Fish Creek now kick off the ground, but tackling too many people in there. Barging through is Luke Williams. He doesn't get tackled, but eventually Tarwin go forward. Can't do anything with it. Though. Strong defence by Fish Creek as they get roll all over the ball, waiting for the hand pass out. Kick across goal for Fish Creek. Come in, trying to get the mark. Couldn't stay on his feet as
Tap it.
two Tarwin players down there fighting against one Fish Creek player, but the ball beats everyone over the boundary line for a throw in 12-10. 7 goals, 8 as we go into the death throes of the Sharks at the moment. Their season is almost ended as the within a couple of minutes now as the ball goes into the back line over the boundary line for another throw in. So it doesn't matter which fish you like, whether it's Fish Creek or Tarwin Sharks. They're involved, both of them. And it's the little fish beating the big fish this afternoon.
Where were we going with this, Laurie?
Oh.
You don't know, do you?
Who
You're
cares?
tired, you
Who
old fella.
cares? Who cares? As Fish Creek now have the ball in the defensive zone. Smith is in there for the Fish Creek side. He gets a free kick.
Oh, 50. We're the first one.
Oh, yeah, we haven't had too many of them this afternoon.
I don't think that's the first one.
12-10 plays 7-8. Puts Fish Creek in a better position. 50 metres close, and now Smith can run with the ball. He does. But terrible kick, finds his teammate.
Terrible kick. It's a good pass.
Well, it got there. It got there. Right in front of the scoreboard now with the player with the ball.
Wiedemann, Jackson Wiedemann.
Right on siren time. Will he kick it?
Yeah, oh
Will he
yeah.
care?
He's in the 50. Yep.
Will he care? So Wiedemann now. Chance for number 3 for him this afternoon. Lines him up. And it's a pretty good kick off the
That's
boot.
a goal.
That's his 3rd for the afternoon. 13th for the Fish Creek side. Tarwin, their season has ended this afternoon. They went down 7 goals, 8 to 12 goals.
No, it's 13-10.
Yeah, 13-10. Yeah, the scoreboard hasn't changed.
Well, because the umpire hasn't given us a decision yet.
About time, though.
Well, there's now.
Yeah, about time he gave the decision.
Oh, well, it's all over.
13-10 all over Rover. 13-10 plays 7 goals, 8. For a moment there, I thought that Tarwin might come back a little bit. They scored 4 goals that quarter, but then they dropped a little bit and allowed Tarwin, Fish Creek to come back with a couple of goals. So they were competitive, I think, right up to the end, but just not good enough after the first half.
Start of the game, we did selections, margins.
Oh, yeah, hello.
Just did anyone write those down at all? Just,
Yeah, I did actually.
Okay, so what was the
We
margin
had
there?
38, somewhere I wrote it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Lose it, Laurie. Lose it. Don't worry about it.
So I think Sam said 5 points.
Yeah,
Yeah,
somebody
Sam.
said
10 goals.
10
Yeah.
goals, yeah.
What did you say?
I don't know, can't remember.
I'm pretty sure I said 34
Yeah,
points, which,
yeah.
well, just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. Good game of footy. Tarwin should be obviously disappointed to lose the final, but getting back into the finals after a couple of years of being out. And then I think there was a massive gap between the top three sides and the rest of the comp. So if you walk away from a final with a 38-point loss against one of the sides that I think is probably equivalent to the top side, I reckon you're probably okay with that if that's a building year for you. But the problem now is they've got to double down on what they had this year and then springboard again for next year. And that'll be the challenge for the footy club and Lockie Jones and everyone else at Tarwin. They acquitted themselves really well in that last quarter with a few goals, showed what they're capable of, and they are competitive with the best in the comp. If that's the case, they've just got to be more consistent, probably need a little bit more depth, but they're there or thereabouts. And Fish Creek gave us everything that we expected from a side that's arguably in the conversation as premiership favourite, whether they finish first, second or third. You know they're going to be there at the end of the season. They know how to win finals. They know how to play this time of the year, and they're just a bloody good footy side.
And the goal kickers for the Fish Creek side, Jacko Wiedemann 3, Harrison Smith 1, Charlie Wilson 6, Luke Williams 1, Jack Hayes 1. For Tarwin, Will Hetherington, Ram Del Pozo, Troy Harley 3, Toby Mahoney 2. So the final score 13-10, 7-8. Some of your better players, Dwayne.
Jackson Wiedemann and Wilson by far were the two best players on the ground. I thought Troy Harley was very good up forward, especially in the second half. Ricky O'Loughlin played hard all day. He left nothing on the table there, Ricky. He just went hard, especially in that last quarter. And they got within 20 points with the wind and momentum. You thought, if they can get another one. But then, as soon as that happened, Fish Creek steadied and went forward, kicked goals. But all in all, I think Fish Creek can hit another level, but against sides like Yanar and Foster, they'd have to be a lot better. I mean, because if somebody can sit on Wilson and Jackson Wiedemann, they're going to be in trouble. They don't transition it well enough, in my book. But Del Pozo, Batako, they were pretty good players for Tarwin. They were good all-round effort. Louis Armstrong was fantastic. Sharmas was really good too. They had their players there. And as Jeep said, I think they got a lot of young bodies out there that are very skinny. And, another year in pre-season, another year getting old, a bit older and a bit stronger and tougher. Yeah, if they can keep the nucleus of that side and maybe get one or two good recruits and the younger blokes get, a bit bigger, they're well in it.
So the final score here was 13-10. Sam, your comments?
All right. In the last quarter, it was business as usual by Fish Creek. 26 tackles, 4 centre clearances, 27 inside 50, 66 uncontested, 45 uncontested, 10 free kicks. And yes, the free kicks were from out on the fulls and poor tackles by Tarwin. Tarwin had 4 centre clearances, had 19 tackles, 14 inside 50s, 46 contested, 43 uncontested, 7 free kicks. They won the out on the fulls 3-1, but the most prolific stat from half-time is that Fish Creek had 138 contested possessions, whereas Tarwin only had 86. So as Jeep and everyone else said, the bridge is a little bit too wide for Tarwin at the moment, but they stack on some muscle mass and another year of experience under the belt. They could challenge for finals again.
So the final score here, 13-10, 88 played, 7-8-50. And you can rejoin us tomorrow afternoon from Hill End between MDU and Thorpedale. Should be a great game of football up there. You can join us from 2 o'clock tomorrow. So on behalf of Jeep, thanks Jeep, Sam, Dwayne, myself, we'll catch you all tomorrow afternoon live on Gippsland FM at 2 p.m.
In Richmond.